Hey, what's going on, Klein and Ellie?
Are you ready?
Hello, Klein and Ellie, you little bitch.
Klein and Ellie, it's just okay.
Just don't let things bother you too much.
Good morning, everybody.
Whoa, Sweet David Steak, did you see that?
Viva Klein and Ellie show. Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, no time for Ray right now. We got to get into a brand new hour of the show. Good morning, and how the hell goes it? Klein Alley Show on KROQ. What a week, because this is the week that we hook up dads, and maybe you're not a current dad. Maybe you will be a future dad, or maybe you're like Omar, you're a deadbeat dad, you disappeared, you ran off on your family. Regardless, everyone's got a chance to get herself a brand new TV, hundreds of inches of TVs, and hundreds of pounds of meat all week long as we get ready for Father's Day.
Or maybe you're like my kid's dad who just donated sperm once.
One time.
And then just kind of moved on with your life, and you've got a little kid running around you'll never meet, never know about.
Guy still deserves a TV, even if he just J-O'd in a cup and sold it to Allie.
Exactly.
Regardless, we'll make that happen for you. And very excited as we are giving away every single day this week 75-inch TCL QM 7L TVs plus the TCL Q75H soundbar. So everything will look better and sound better. And every single dad who gets a new TV will also get themselves money to spend at Vaughn's Albertsons Pavilions, a gift card, which we hope you spend on lots and lots of meat.
Yeah, I guess you could spend it however you want, but I think any man I know would spend it on lots of meat.
Yeah, if you win from us, we want a verbal contract that you'll only be spending it on meat, so that you get yourself a giant TV and a lot of meat. That's what it's all about.
Maybe some marinades as well, some dry rubs.
Yeah, leave a little extra for the marinades, but we're very excited about it, and we'll be doing that all week. We spent a lot of time trying to do something that we thought dads would really want, and that is why we are calling this thing the father of all giveaways.
The father of all giveaways.
Ooh. So get ready to get in on the father of all giveaways later this morning. Today we'll be asking you for the best and or worst dad advice you've ever received and or given. And that could score you the giant TV today and also all that meat. So we got that to look forward to as well. That's coming up later this morning. Got to give away that trip to go see Sublime. We'll do that in less than an hour and tell you where you're heading to next. It's all part of KROQ's Road Trip USA. Although today, spoiler alert, we're sending you outside of the USA. So have your passport ready. I don't know why.
Road Trip USA's make a lot less sense.
Yeah, this is, I don't want to give too much away, but today it's Road Trip USSR. That's all I'm saying.
It's a very far drive.
Give you the details coming up later this morning. If you need us, 800-520-1067 to call, to text. I'm Klein. That's Allie right there.
Morning.
You got him, DJ Omar Khan over there. Jake Z Nerd, who got to drive home a passed-out secondhand Cindy from our Buzzball event on Friday.
One of the coolest / weirdest things we've ever done.
By far the weirdest thing that I've ever been a part of. And for so many reasons, we have audio to prove that a little bit later. In the back room, taking the calls, Postmaster Johnny and producer Vanessa, 800-520-1067. Lots to get into this morning.
I want that to be a yearly tradition. Drinking Buzzballs in a 7-Eleven parking lot.
I think it is a tradition for many people that were there.
A daily tradition.
Daily tradition, yeah.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Giant TVs and giant piles of meat in your future this morning, plus trips. We will make that happen for you. And, of course, you can just join us for everything else happening on the show today, 800-520-1067. I know World Cup fever has completely swept the world, and specifically the nation. Locally, of course, with the games happening right here, and, USA getting themselves a nice win right out of the gate. I think everyone now cares more about soccer than ever before. And Jake was at a bar watching soccer this weekend to prove how excited people are for the World Cup.
What's your name?
Shami from Los Angeles.
Shami, how excited are you for the World Cup?
I don't care. It's so many things going on in this world. Like, it's like the furthest thing from my mind. But go USA.
But go USA.
But that's a fan right there.
That's a real fan, and she was wearing a jersey, I believe.
Can you explain to me how the World Cup works?
No, I cannot.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you care about soccer?
Negative 100,000.
Oh, my God, that is a
But
low
go
score.
Team USA.
Go USA. That's one of our biggest fans right there. And I know people get upset. We get a lot of hate, a lot of shade.
I'm upset.
Yeah, of course, Vanessa gets mad because people say that this is so amazing and everything about it is so great. And it is cool to kind of watch, just driving around even yesterday, just bars packed with people wearing jerseys. I don't even know what countries they're representing.
Yeah, I went to go eat up at a place, and they had the screens up and everything, and there was a Brazil match on, and no one seemed to care about it. But,
really?
Yeah, but I think it depends on where you're at. And there are a lot of foreigners that are here visiting that are huge. Like, they're so freaking excited. And that's my favorite thing, is to see all these people fly in from other countries that are dying to see these matches.
Yeah, listen, later this week, Allie and I are going to go be guests on that BBC show. And I don't even know. We have to go down to Santa Monica at 11 o'clock at night on a Thursday.
On a scale of 1 to 10. On a Thursday? I'm negative 100,000 excited about that.
I also don't know why we've agreed to that, but Vanessa reminded me that we are going, and this is how excited we are to see you.
Negative 100,000.
Negative 100,000. But we're going to be there anyway because the world loves soccer, and the USA is apparently behind the rest of the world. And by the way, the thing that's crazy is if you've ever had a kid, you spend a lot of time of your life probably watching them play some version of soccer. It is like the first thing.
Yeah, you were at a bunch of soccer matches for your kids.
Terrible.
No, I mean, not one of them. Was it more exciting, at least, that there are more goals being scored?
No, because there really weren't that many more goals. I mean, yes, there's a few more goals. I guess final score was something like 3-6 or something, which I guess is better than the World Cup. But like in the USA game, for instance, it was USA
4-1.
scored 4 goals. That's a lot. That's more goals than I think that people could have anticipated. And I think that that's why everyone says we don't understand the way soccer works, because someone yelled at us. We got a lot. Probably hundreds of angry people that reached out, and they said that they think that our show is anti-World Cup.
No, I'm not anti-World Cup.
Vanessa is probably as big of a fan as could be. She just couldn't possibly explain how the World Cup works.
Yeah, well, I had somebody at the Buzzball event explain it to me, and I'm a little clearer now. But it's interesting trying to get caught up on it, because I'll see some of the results, and they're like, Scotland won 1-0 in a thriller.
Right.
And I'm like, was it a thriller?
But they say that we are, like, we talk about American football, and they say we basically had to create all these point values to say a touchdown's worth 6, because we have to make things sound bigger and better than they actually are. If we just kept everything at 1-1-1-1, then we'd all be equally bored with all sports.
No, that wouldn't make any sense, because a field goal couldn't be worth 1.
Well, you're right, Jake. I mean, but that's what they're saying, that we've figured out a way to make the score sound more exciting. And
just because it's more points.
Yeah, because more points. Now, baseball, we kept baseball to what it is. Everything 1 is 1 across the board.
Yeah.
And you know how Omar feels about baseball.
Boring.
Right.
Yeah, and I was in a discussion over that meal that no one was watching the World Cup game at about what's more boring, soccer or baseball. But this guy's excited, and he's visiting from Japan.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I cannot speak English, but I'm excited!
Yeah, baby!
Japan! Japan!
Japan!
What's up with that reporter jumping in like that?
She was ready to go, man.
God.
Well, she was probably trying to find people who were excited, and she couldn't find anybody. And finally, this one guy is like, yes!
We got to take a quick break. We get back in a moment. When we return, it's questions for Allie. Oh, hold on one second. Yes, hi, good morning. You're on KROQ. Hi. Yes, hello. Hello.
You asking for
Yes?
Hey, man, good morning. Hey,
Come
listen, out of town of Atlanta, here for the World Cup. I just want to give credit, excuse me, to L.A. Y'all have represented, you've hosted wonderfully.
Okay, thank you. You're visiting. You're an out-of-towner who's only in L.A. to watch the games here.
Oh, no. I've taken off a couple of weeks. I did L.A., Guadalajara. I'm about to hit a flight to San Francisco, going to go to Vancouver, going to go to Seattle, doing the whole West Coast.
So what's your team then? Are you a USA soccer fan?
United States, all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking weeks off of work to attend every World Cup game?
Well, as many as I can, but yes.
And let me ask curiosity, because I was looking at tickets, and they were like thousands of dollars. Is that the kind of money you have to spend as well, or do you have some sort of a hookup?
No. I'm doing it on the fly. So the U.S. game in U.S. versus Australia in Seattle is $1,000, dropping about 3 to 4
per game.
Per game, yeah.
So this whole thing is going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, probably 10 to total. Yeah.
Wow.
Man, I mean,
that's incredible.
That guy couldn't be on the that guy could not be more opposite end of the spectrum than that one we just heard from a moment ago.
This is your first time in LA ever?
No, I haven't been to L.A. In about 45 years.
Well, welcome back. It's good to have you back here.
Nothing's changed.
We'll take all those tourism dollars. You can bring them right in and stop by Hollywood and Highland. You can see what it's all about here. We got to take a quick break. We're back in a moment. If you want Allie's money, get on the phone now. 800-520-1067. 5 questions about the news. Answer, at least do better than Allie, and watch her pay the people. And that could be you next.
Klein Alley Show. Mornings. 106.7 KROQ.
Show. Lots of things to give you today and all week. TVs a day. That's right. Hundreds of inches of TVs in total. It's the father of all giveaways just in time for Father's Day. 75-inch TVs every single day, plus hundreds of dollars for you to spend on meat. Although someone did point out, if it's a gift card to go spend at Kroger, you could actually go buy beer with that as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
So we keep talking about mountains of meat, but you could buy
mountains of anything you like.
But a mountain of your choosing. You could go all bacon if you want to. It's it's Vaughn's Albertsons Pavilions. They're the ones that hooked us up with the cards.
Yeah.
So remember, you could spend that on anything you want.
Just don't spend it on NA beer. That's a real waste of money.
That would be a giant. You would really regret that. Let's say hi to Martin, who wants Allie's money this morning. It's an additional $100 that could be yours right now if you are on the phone and your name is Martin. Good morning.
Morning.
Allie's going to leave the KROQ studios. So once again, 5 questions about things happening in the world.
Right.
If you do better than Allie, watch her pay the people. And it's been a while since she's paid out. We hope it goes to you, at least as we kick off a brand new week of shows. And Allie's out of here. Toast in hand, your round officially begins right now.
Allie knows the news.
Question number 1. Baby formula recall. Some baby formula that has been sold at Target is being recalled over an outbreak of what that has happened from people that have taken this baby formula. Outbreak of what? E. coli. I'm going to write that down. We got a question number 2. A tragic bungee jumping death of a 21-year-old took place over the weekend because of something that went wrong. What exactly went wrong at this tragedy?
The harness wasn't tied?
Harness was not tied. We got a question number 3. Bruce Springsteen is apologizing to Bono because he would not allow one of Bono's songs to be used in a commercial for what? They wanted to use a Bono song, and Bruce Springsteen said, no, and this would have made a lot of money, I'm sure. But what was the product, or what was the commercial for?
For streaming platform.
Streaming platform. Speaking of streaming platforms, Fox is buying which streaming platform for a deal worth about $22 billion?
I want to say Hulu.
Hulu. And we go to this final question right now. There's supposedly going to be a deal to hopefully settle everything down at the pumps. And ever since that deal was announced, what has happened to the price of gas?
It's gone up.
It's gone up. All right. Which makes no sense, but that would be interesting if that's the right answer. Let's bring Allie in. We'll score it together. 5 things all technically happening in the news. You'll learn a thing or two. Sure, the Knicks won. Sure, Stanley Cup was given out. Sure, USA got a nice win in soccer. We go on to these questions now. You never know what you'll get asked if you're on the phone for Allie Knows the News. Allie's back in the studio. Here we go. Question 1.
Yep.
A baby formula recall. A brand that was being sold at Target has been recalled after there was an outbreak of what among babies that had taken this formula?
Bacteria thing?
I need more specific than bacteria. Outbreak of what?
Plastics.
All right, he said E. coli. Allie says plastics. The sad and correct answer is botulism.
Ah, botulism.
Good old-fashioned.
Such a funny word, but such a sad thing.
Botulism. That's a dangerous one. No one gets the point. We move on to question number 2. Still tied up 0-0. Tragedy at a bungee jump of a 21-year-old who died. What actually went wrong at the bungee jump, the tragedy?
Well, I believe they never attached the rope. They never attached the bungee, so they just essentially threw her off a bridge.
3 people that were working at this, quote, bungee jump place. and none of them decided to actually make sure there was even a rope put on.
It was just sitting there coiled on the floor.
And that is exactly what happened. It's a terribly sad story.
I can't, that would be terrifying. I mean, terrifying to do anyway, even if it goes well.
Well, apparently, I don't know, because I guess her fiance was filming because thought it was a bungee jump. And it turned out.
Oh, my God.
And I guess as she, someone yelled the rope, as realized that the whole thing sounds terrible. Sadly, Allie gets the point on that. We move on to question number 3. Bruce Springsteen is apologizing to Bono for not allowing his song to be used in a commercial for what?
Yes. God, what was that? I can't remember the brand. Was it...
You, of all people, can't remember the brand.
Let's see. U-Haul?
No.
Subaru?
Gap. Gap. It's going to be one of the songs of summer for some sort of a Gap campaign, but sadly, it was rejected. He got that wrong. He said a streaming service. And speaking of streaming services, we go to question 4. A streaming service has just been purchased by Fox for $22 billion. Which one?
That would be Roku.
He said Hulu, but the correct answer is Roku.
A different
going the way. So Allie gets another point, and I believe she's just pulled away in one of them sweet soccer scores, up 2-0 right now as we go to this final question. And I don't even think it really matters, but I'll give it to you anyway. There's been announcements about a truce, I guess, a ceasefire, and hopefully they're saying that will help everything at the pumps moving forward. Since that was announced, what has gone on at the actual pumps?
I think gas prices went up.
It's amazing because once they announced that we think this thing is coming to an end, you would assume that means, oh, great, now some sweet relief.
Yeah. They're like, gouge them now while we still can.
Sadly, he got that right. He's on the board, and you got that right as well. Prices have only gone up, continuing. The average has jumped over the weekend again. Martin, you did all right, but sadly you lost. What must you shamefully admit over the airways of KROQ? Go ahead.
My name is Martin, and Allie knows the news.
Tomorrow morning, you sound so sad.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning around this time, you'll have another chance to take Allie's money, and all you have to do is be on the phone and answer some questions just like that about things going on in the world. And I will point out that this is the day that we start hooking you up with TVs and meat for Father's Day, but also a trip that will officially be giving away to someone whose name is currently on a list. And if that is you, and you qualified last week to see Sublime, and perhaps you're recovering from seeing Sublime this past weekend in San Diego, I recommend you listen closely and answer any phone calls that come your way over the next 30 minutes, because it could very possibly be us with some great news to deliver, and that is all happening this morning on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ, we're here for the interaction, 800-520-1067. Although when we're not here, you can use that GOAT line, 844-956-GOAT. And this is going to be troublesome news for one of us.
Hi, Klein and Allie. I'm calling because I'm just a little bit concerned about Klein. He keeps messing with his nose and growing his neck and looking more and more like a gorilla. And I'm not diagnosing anyone because I lose my license if I diagnose somebody who I hear on the radio.
First of all, and I believe this is an actual doctor calling, or someone who works in the medical field, I'm not attempting to, quote, grow my neck. That's not
really? It seems like you're doing
that. All that protein?
Not part of the plan. The idea was that it would spread out throughout my entire body, but sadly it's just all decided to back up at my neck.
It seems I can't even see the other side of it.
No, it's hard to get all the way around it.
Yeah. Your shirts are getting tighter, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Around the neck, mostly.
Do you need
I can hardly breathe, to be honest.
The collars out?
I think I'm going to have to get the jaws.
Kind of red in the face. Is it cutting off the circulation?
I got a little sunburn this weekend, but I got the jaws of life to cut me out of the shirt, I think.
But I am a psychologist, and in my opinion, you have something diagnosable.
All right, listen. Thank you.
I would agree there.
I have something diagnosable?
Everyone has something diagnosable.
Don't we all? I mean, that's not saying much.
For sure. Diagnosed you with ADHD and autism, which we in the biz call ADHD, which is pretty rare, so congratulations.
Hey,
you have ADHD.
She congratulated me. That's all I heard was congratulations. So thank you. I'm a winner.
But it's actually really hard to get diagnosed as an adult because usually by that time, if you're an adult with ADHD, you've either developed some really effective coping skills or you're in prison. So, in conclusion, get a psychiatrist and some effective medication and try really, really hard to stay with your wife because your social skills are crap and your executive functioning skills are crap. And you look like a gorilla now, and you probably gave whatever you have to your kids because both ADHD and autism are largely genetic. The good news is that you're hilarious, and it's probably because you're so impulsive. The crazy stuff you think just spews out of your, like a word vomit, which is a bad thing if you're a kid in class, but it's an awesome thing if you're a radio host. And also, I mean, you're like a genuinely good person. You and Allie both. I think you're both amazing humans.
Don't sneak Allie into my diagnosis.
Please do not start talking about me.
Yeah, let's go ahead and spread the diagnosis over there.
Just
all right?
keep it over there.
I'm going to diagnose Allie with lots of things.
It's nice to see you guys have such an inclusive show. Like, all of you are weird in your own way, and the chemistry you have makes this show the best thing ever. I love you guys.
Do you?
What? Oh, thanks. The first minute and a half of that didn't seem like it.
I think this is interesting that her diagnosis started with your physical features.
Right.
And just went, so it started with your nose and neck.
And then moved mental.
And then moved on to autism and ADHD, which apparently you've passed on to your kids. And I wonder if they each got one or if they each got both.
I think everyone got a combination of all of the above, which is terrible news to start my week with.
Why does your nose mean you have autism?
I'm not exactly sure why. I think it's just the idea that impulsively I went in to see why I was snoring. And then I'm like, you know what? Just cut the whole thing off and start fresh.
Wasn't it supposed to go down after 6 months?
It was supposed to. Yep. No refunds. I was told no refund. That's what happens when you book a surgery.
Like Amazon.
Book a surgery 24 hours before. There's a guy that just happens to have room in his schedule. It's usually not a good sign.
There's a reason they have room.
We will get into some of what happened in the parking lot of a 7-Eleven with a copious amount of buzzballs next on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Strange event on Friday to get you ready for all World Cup festivities. We were invited to go down to a parking lot of 7-Eleven and drink some buzzballs, which was weird in theory, and it was even weirder in reality, especially when we invited Secondhand Cindy, because she's the only person we know that is
consistently a buzzball drinker.
Buzzball enthusiast from the very beginning.
Her favorite flavor is ×2.
×2 is just twice the alcohol. And she showed up, and she was ready to party, and she came by, and it was nice to meet listeners that we'd never gotten a chance to meet before. And it was a very interesting crossroads of the world, because you had people that were there for us, and you had just random people that were just going into a 7-Eleven to buy their Friday afternoon drinkies.
Yes, they also had an inflatable soccer game that you could do where you kicked a soccer ball into a hole to win a buzzball, and Klein proceeded to kick the soccer ball into oncoming traffic.
Well, that was I was trying
you
to.
You don't know your own strength, dude. With all that protein,
I didn't realize
you are a gorilla.
Thank you.
But he couldn't run to catch the soccer ball.
No, I couldn't do cardio, so I just had to watch it roll in the street, and someone else ran after it.
Yes.
But I would say of all of the many things that happened there that are worthy of hearing about now, I mean, at some point, Jake drove home a completely passed out Secondhand Cindy from the event.
She didn't start passed out.
Well,
she was having a great time.
She
was living her best life.
She was, listen, I mean, she was happy. We were thinking about that when you go, sadly, when you got to put a dog out to, you want to give a dog one final great day. We give it everything it's ever wanted. This was like her greatest day ever, I think.
Well, at one point I saw her with 2 buzzballs in one hand.
Yeah.
And her cigarettes and a pile of chicken wings in another hand.
So what's interesting is at some point, I don't know who brought her the wings, but she was trying to balance this, one of those little carton of wings from 7-Eleven. And a lot of people wanted to take pictures with Secondhand Cindy. And she got progressively drunker as the event went on, because I did see her throw down quite a few buzzballs. And she was probably showed up drunk anyway.
And she got drunk enough that she forgot her phone. We actually had to turn around and come back and pick it up.
Oh, no.
So at some point, Secondhand Cindy was taking a picture, and someone said, "Hey, Cindy, you're stepping on those wings." And we looked down, and apparently she put her wings down on the ground so that she would not...
on the floor of a 7-Eleven parking lot.
And then she proceeded to step. Her foot was directly on top of the wings, foot on wings. And someone said, "Secondhand Cindy, you're stepping on your wings." To which she decided to bend down, pick up the wings, pick them up, and eat a bite and go, "Thanks for telling me." It was an amazing...
Oh, am I?
Are those my wings?
Secondhand Cindy.
Yes.
We're here at the Buzzball event at 7-Eleven.
And I'm enjoying my time.
She sure was.
She was.
She loved it.
How buzzed are you?
I am pretty buzzed.
And how do you think the event went?
I think it went pretty good. I mean, I tried to meet all the people that I haven't met before. This guy with the shirt off, he's got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, you don't take your shirt off unless you got something good to look at.
Gotcha.
And I take my shirt off, And then you got my boobs to look at.
Now, she was wearing some sort of a real flowy dress, and every time there was a breeze, which there was a lot of because it was traffic whipping in both directions from either side, her entire dress was blowing up.
It was like a Marilyn Monroe situation.
Constantly.
It was beautiful. And then she also had to go pick up her wings from the ground a lot.
Right.
So whenever she bent down, you could also see a lot of what was going on under there.
I think she flashed every single person at that intersection.
Yeah, but there was eventually a guy that was belligerent without a shirt on. Not a listener, just a random 7-Eleven drunk guy.
I think he's a listener now.
He was causing a lot of problems.
So the event at some point ended, and we were chugging buzzballs with people, and there was a lot of buzzballs to be had.
Klein had a couple of buzzballs.
Quite a few. I didn't know they had an Arnold Palmer version of buzzball, but I do now.
I think you started with iced tea flavor?
Yeah, it was the iced tea lemonade buzzball, and then someone else brought me a fruit punch one, and everyone wanted to chug them. And those things do go down real easy, and they do hit you pretty quick. But what's interesting is that as the event started to wind down, I guess, Jake, how did this come about that you were going to give her a ride home, Jake?
Because I heard her mention that she was trying to get back to the valley. And I'm like, well, that's where I live. And so if I could just drop her off on the way, I thought it'd be the least I could do since she came all the way out there and hang out with us.
That was very nice of you.
And how long into your car ride did you completely pass out?
Oh, she made it about 3 songs.
Oh, it was. Were you playing your music?
Oh, yeah, I was playing my music.
Oh, no.
So her choice was...
She was probably like, I could stay awake for this or I could pretend to pass out.
She probably tried to jump out.
She wasn't pretending.
She probably tried to jump out of the... jump out of the freeway. She couldn't figure out how to get out of Jake's car.
Oh, man. So did she pass out the entire ride?
No, but for a good, 30, 35 minutes, she was gone.
And when she came through, what was that conversation like?
It was almost like nothing had happened.
Yeah, she's like...
Just picked up where she left off?
Pretty much, exactly.
So that was fun.
Oh, wow. We're in a different part of a neighborhood now? Yes, it was like time travel.
Yeah, she's something else. But man, nothing but good vibe from secondhand Cindy.
She even came with, buzzball facts.
Well, this is the part I think Omar will enjoy the most, is that our big plan was that in addition to her, we had 2 plans. One is she was going to sign people's buzzballs, which we found out is impossible because...
They were all cold.
They're cold and wet on the outside, so you cannot possibly sign the buzzball. So
but she did sign some buzzball koozies.
Yeah, that was a fail. And then the second part is she was going to read from the back of the buzzball, but the only thing on the back of a buzzball is a Surgeon General's warning about you shouldn't about you shouldn't consume while pregnant.
And it was also in tiny print, and she was drunk, so she got 10 or 15 seconds into it, and then she said, "Drink up, lady."
Yeah, she had everyone gather around while she read the Surgeon General's warning about not drinking while pregnant because it can cause fetal whatever alcohol syndrome. And then she goes, "All right, everyone, drink up," and then she threw them down. So once again, one of the weirder things that we've ever been a part of.
But why not?
But why not? And if the World Cup comes every every 4 years, then I think we need to
find us drinking in a
do this at least
parking lot.
once every 4 years. We got to take a break. We're back in a moment with your news. And then we get you this trip to go see Sublime in Virginia Beach. That's coming up on KROQ.
They've proudly never been to Epstein's Island. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ.
With a brand new giant TV and a mountain of meat? Well, you'll have to answer that question later this morning as we kick off an entire week's worth of giveaways, TVs and meat.
The father of all giveaways.
Next hour, we'll be asking you for the worst or best dad advice you've ever given or received, and that could score you TV number 1 as we give away hundreds of inches of TVs and over $1,000 worth of meat all week long to get you ready for Father's Day. Right now, though, let's find out what's going on in the world, and then we give that trip away to go see Sublime in Virginia Beach. That's all coming up in moments. But first,
grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
There was some pretty impressive celebrating this weekend between World Cup wins and Stanley Cup wins. By the way, sorry to any Vegas Knights fans. You did not win the Stanley Cup. The Hurricanes won at 6. And the Knicks won the NBA championship Saturday night. I know everyone said it was going to be Knicks in 6. It's fun. It rhymes, but the Knicks in 5. It doesn't rhyme, but it doesn't mean the city didn't absolutely go crazy the second they won. Once again, the Knicks were down the entire game. At the last minute, they tied it up, and a missed 3 from Wembanyama at the end solidified their win. There were videos everywhere of Timothée Chalamet partying in the team's locker room. And in the most New York celebration ever, a man took a giant trash bin from the street, full of trash.
Beautiful.
Then he proceeded to balance it on his head while riding a bike through the streets of New York as people cheered him on.
Yo, chill with the garbage. Did you put a garbage on his head? Nah, gang. Nah. There's no way. He got the garbage on his head. He got the garbage on his head. Ride the bike. Oh my God. He got a garbage on his head.
It's incredible. It's almost more incredible than the Knicks in the finals. I mean, it's really, that gave that guy a trophy.
It was incredible to watch this guy pick up an entire bit. Those things are brimming with trash. If you've ever been in New York City, every single one of them is overflowing with trash.
I've never seen those ever get emptied. I just see them get full.
Yes.
They're full, and then they're fuller.
To balance it on your head, then walk through the street to your bicycle, get on the bicycle,
Incredible.
and ride it around.
It's one of the greatest tricks of all time.
And yes, people were arrested. And yes, buses were on fire. And yes, someone got shot in the foot. But all in all, it really brought the people of New York together. There were videos of bus drivers twerking with people, then people hugging police officers and chanting NYPD. Other people were helping the sanitation workers, throwing garbage bags into the trucks with the workers at 5 a.m. It was a beautiful thing to see. And just to think, one of the most annoying sounds that a neighbor can make is the endless bouncing of a basketball. And this is the sound of Jalen Brunson being coached by his dad tirelessly.
Good.
This is what his neighbors heard for years.
Up through the legs.
Over and over again. Drilling it out.
Good. Go back. Go.
Over and over. And the neighbors were probably like, when is this going to stop? And now, he's a world champion.
MVP.
MVP. And his dad said he gets to keep all of his trophies.
That's cool.
Which is pretty cool, too.
It's better. Hold the follow through, though.
I'm going to play that clip for my kids so I can train them as well. I'm not going to actually spend the time doing it, but I will play them that clip.
I'll play them the clip and say, hey, this is what success is made of.
It's pretty incredible to watch, and I know that living all the way out here on the West Coast, thousands of miles away, it did still feel like there was some sort of a weird rooting. Maybe I just feel that way.
Well, because it was the underdog story.
Yeah, the underdog story, and also, New York. I feel like for New York fans that have had to deal with the terrible Jets for over and over again, and the Mets that are so disappointing.
I know, they have a lot of disappointing sports
to have
teams.
A team,
for sure.
I know, living in L.A., when you get a Super Bowl win a couple years ago and a couple of back-to-back World Series championships, and the Lakers are always in the conversation.
And I think just to know what it is, what a struggle it is to live in New York.
Right.
Where people just always kind of feel like they're surviving, and to have something to celebrate and to have everyone kind of come together to celebrate something in that city.
Looking at the streets just erupting.
And singing Empire State of Mind.
It was really incredible to watch.
All right, there were several tragic events, too, that happened this weekend. And I hate to give you 3 bummer stories in one, but there was the horrible helicopter crash that happened with Oliver Tree in Brazil. There were 2 helicopters colliding in midair. Then you had a skydiving plane crash in Kansas City. 12 people died in that. And then you had a bungee accident. This was... So it was... It's different than... bungee jumping. It's called rope jumping. So it's not even an elastic bungee. It is a rope. And it's an extreme sport that it differs a little bit from bungee jumping. But in the video, you see, and this happened in Brazil, this woman is going over a bridge and she is being held up by these 2 instructors. And there's a third person that's grabbing her feet. Her boyfriend's there filming it. And they put her over the edge of this abandoned bridge. They let go. And then she fell 130 feet. The rope was never attached to her. So she just free fell and unfortunately passed away. And now these guys are being arrested and charged with murder. Obviously not premeditated murder, but it was. It's now being investigated because they said they were culpable of homicide with evidential intent. And I'm like, well, I think someone just forgot, right? It was just negligence.
That's a good alibi.
That's what they're going to try to prove, I guess. Now that things are going to get looked at. I know that they claim this was not one of those accredited. There's all sorts of different places you can go and do that tourism stuff. And these guys apparently were not one of the accredited ones. So they were just operating rogue.
Yeah.
But, Omar, as a zipper, I know it's very different, bungeeing and zipping, but you're related. I mean, does this change how you feel about zip lining? I know your goal is to zip line all across the world.
I do love the zip lining. This, to me, is way more extreme. I would never do this.
This you would not
never
do.
attempt. No.
Allie, did you ever, anyone on the show bungee before?
I never bungeed, no.
But you jumped out of a plane before.
I did, yeah. I think bungee jumping is not fun for me. Like the thought of my stomach turning over on itself as I fall down, that doesn't sound fun.
Jake, you ever bungee?
Nuh-uh. But it seems like a good way to murder somebody.
According to the story.
Yeah, that is
Absolutely.
true. And then finally, in another huge blockbuster deal, Fox is buying Roku for $22 billion. I didn't realize Roku is worth $22 billion, but they do have 100 million subscribers still. Even though they've been around a long time, it's not like they're necessarily known for their original content. But Fox announced today that they have acquired Roku for $160 a share. Very exciting for them. And, of course, SpaceX continues to climb. And I found out the other day that my transaction never went through. So my profit is non-existent, and that stock is doing great. And it is no thanks to me.
Allie thought that she was in on the SpaceX. She was all ready to tell us to go kiss her ass and hit the. I'm out of here, guys. I got it on the SpaceX early, and she never sent send on the transaction.
No, I did send it. For some reason, it canceled. I don't know what the process.
I told you, you couldn't just a regular person, a regular normie like us. We didn't have access to that. You had to like know someone and get in early.
As soon as it opened, I bought the shares.
Yeah, you didn't get it though. That's the funniest thing ever. I knew.
And I was like, "Whoa, we're at 170, baby. We're at 170," and then now nothing. And now I'm like, "Do I buy it?"
Allie is a real.
Yeah, but weren't you only going to buy like 3 shares or something?
2 shares, 2.
Oh, it's like not even. What is that?
2.5.
She would have made $60.
Yeah,
over the
you're
weekend.
not doing anything, lady.
Okay, all right.
No, that's the problem with Allie.
Still winning. I would have been winning.
$60.
I would have made $60.
Hearing Allie talk about stock or bets, I mean, the time she put in a bet on the Super Bowl, she was going ballistic, and it was like the bet was like a $10 bet.
Oh man,
And,
I hate losing money.
Yeah, we get into a brand new hour of the show right now. We give someone the trip of a lifetime. This time to go see Sublime on the East Coast. Here we go.
Klein Alley Show. 6.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, let's go ahead and start this hour by making a phone call to change someone's life for the better. If you're currently sitting on a standby list to go see Sublime, maybe you saw them this past weekend in San Diego, let's go ahead and get you an opportunity to see them again right now, where we fly across the country, put you up, maybe give you some of that walking around money. I've heard about that before. And if they answer, this will go to first person that came up randomly on the standby list. However, if not, we call someone else until we give... Is this Brian in Huntington Beach?
Yeah, this is Brian.
Brian, we are live on KROQ right now. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name's Klein. That right there is Allie.
Good morning.
Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs to you, sir.
We've got some great news to deliver. You are officially moving from whatever standby list you were on to the boarding list, and you were going to go see Sublime again, this time in Virginia Beach. Congratulations.
Oh, my God. Let's go.
So that trip is yours. That is destination number 3, if you're keeping track, for KROQ's Road Trip USA. And we have another destination, which we'll tell you about in just a moment. But congratulations. You are as good as in. And enjoy that trip. Did you go see Sublime this weekend or no?
Yeah, it was awesome down in San Diego.
So it was a good time?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, forget that show because you'll be seeing them again, this time in Virginia Beach, all right?
Awesome. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for listening to KROQ. A lot of people listen. They go, what's the point of ever calling in to be a part of one of these dumb radio on-air contests? I'll never win.
And are they dumb? Yes. But are there winners? Yes.
That guy's a real winner. Let's tell you where you're heading to next, because we apparently ran out of places to send you to in the USA. So this time, Road Trip USA takes you across the border. Want to go north, want to go south of the border? North or south? The choice could be yours.
They're both great for different reasons. I've actually never been north of the border.
Oh, both good neighbors for different reasons. Usually I have much more fun heading south, for sure. In this particular case, though, we send you north of the border. You'll be going to Montreal. And when you go to Montreal, you will be seeing our friends, headliners of this past year's KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Evanescence.
I think that's exciting. I think it's more exciting than the U.S.
So you will get Evanescence. You will get to see them in Montreal. It is still considered KROQ Road Trip USA, I think. And to get you ready for that trip, we will take your name in an hour as we start to fill this list. Let's go ahead and give you the new Evanescence called Going Under on KROQ.
World famous KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
Evanescence. Oh, man, I'm choking on something.
Are you okay? Are you choking on your own neck? Has it happened?
It's the protein. I tried to
your own neck is eating itself.
I tried to get a spoonful of protein in before we went on the air.
God, it's just loose protein? What are you eating?
Sitting right there in the neck. Just loose protein. Let's go, baby.
I have some protein in my teeth.
I got to get jacked by summer. When's summer start? Next week? Let's go.
I think it's a start. Are
Jacked
you going to stop when it starts?
After that, I'm done. Thank you, Vanessa.
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know.
She was trying to get on board with it.
Evanescence in Montreal. It's destination number 4, KROQ's Road Trip USA, and we get you on the list in exactly 50 minutes, 9 a.m., and then again at noon, 3 and 6. Plus, just for getting on the list, we will give you tickets to see them right here in L.A. at their upcoming show happening at the Kia Forum on July 18th. So you get to see them this summer, and then potentially get to go see them again in Montreal, Canada.
Well, I saw them at Acoustic, and I highly recommend any opportunity to see them live.
So if you want to get in on that trip, we will take your name starting in less than an hour, and then all day and all week long. All right, the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. Father's Day is on Sunday, and Allie has said before, as one of 2 moms in her marriage, she feels left out because she thinks all the good stuff is on Father's Day. That's the barbecuing, and that's the golf, and the TVs, and the
and then
meats.
for moms, they're like, just spend time
right,
with your family.
Brunch and
what?
family time.
I don't want brunch and family time.
So
I want meat and TVs, too.
We decided let's go ahead and come up with the greatest giveaway ever. We're calling it the father of all giveaways, rather than solve. What do we give away for Mother's Day this year?
Nothing.
Nothing, because that's what moms want, right?
They want nothing.
They want nothing.
But love.
They
just a little love and recognition.
Love. Well, look, we wanted to give away a bunch of vibrators, and the company shut it down.
No, we did try. It just didn't work out.
We had so many vibrators we were going to give away for Mother's Day, and the company, I don't know who shut it down. Vanessa, who shut that down officially?
I want to say Uncle Scott, but...
No, he would have loved that idea.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
right up his
our
wheelhouse.
boss, Weatherly?
I don't know who would have shut down the vibrators for mom's idea.
Which other men shut it down?
All the guys.
Yeah, all the moms were on board with this plan. We had a whole bunch of... We still have a big sack of batteries in the back we were going to give with the prize.
Yeah, we're going to give a bouquet a day.
That was our big plan. But they shut it down.
Bouquet of dildos.
But when we said we wanted to give away giant TVs and meat, they said no problem.
Yeah, we got it figured out.
For the men.
The father of all giveaways.
Phone's open now, 800-520-1067. What is the best and or worst dad advice you've ever given or received? Maybe you are a dad. You have the ability to give dad advice.
You know, somebody on the text line, we were talking about this, said that they gave their dad the best advice ever, which was to let him know that weed is different now.
Oh, yeah, you got to take it different. Yes. A lot of these dads that smoked in the 60s, they're like, oh, I can hang now. I have no problem smoking.
He was like, I saw my dad take a dab and then immediately pass out in front of all of my friends.
Yeah, it's totally different than it once was. There aren't stems and seeds anymore, Gramps, so you got to get with it. Yeah. So we will get to your calls in a moment, 800-520-1067. Giving away today, every day this week, 75-inch TCL QM7L TV, plus you get that sound bar as well to go with it. And gift card for Vaughn's Albertsons Pavilion, so you can buy all the meat you need for your grilling needs on Father's Day weekend, or, of course, anytime this summer. We come back with your calls, give that TV away after this at 800-520-1067.
KROQ Road Trip USA 2026. Your favorite K-Rock bands all across America. Stop number 4. Hitch a ride across the border.
Hey, it's Amy from Evanescence. Brush up on your French, grab some poutine, and see us live in Montreal.
It is an honor to be here with you tonight.
Qualify all week and win tickets to see us at the Kia Forum July 18th with Spirit Box and Nova Twins.
How you doing, Los Angeles?
And you'll get the chance to see him again in Montreal.
KROQ Road Trip USA, stop 4. Cross the border to Canada to see Evanescence in Montreal.
We love you guys. Thanks for having us.
Courtesy of Live Nation.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. Perhaps you've received and or given some dad advice in your life, and sometimes it works out to be good, sometimes it works out to be bad. Maybe you don't even know something your dad said to you when you were growing up. It sits in there in your brain, and then 20 years in the future, you're like, that's what he meant.
But I can't think of anything.
I can't either. Except, as I've said, and this is the annual
Sure, he
telling
told me some nice things.
of the story of my dad telling me when I left to go on beach week after senior year of high school, he goes, "Don't get anyone pregnant, it will ruin your life." And I had a moment where I realized, oh, he's talking about me. I've ruined his life.
Yeah, but I think didn't they intentionally?
I think I was intended, but I think it was
but
still
in
a
your
surprise.
case, it wouldn't be, so it would ruin your life.
Right. He said, just don't get anyone pregnant. It will ruin your life. And I said, that's some sweet dad advice right there.
It could be big things like that or small things like 818. The best advice my father ever gave me was to always carry cash on me because you just never know. And it has saved me quite a few times, believe it or not.
Sometimes that dad advice comes back to bite you in the ass where you go, I carried cash with me because my dad told, and then I got robbed because the guy said he saw cash on me. So he took my wallet.
The father of all giveaways.
Our favorite piece of dad advice that we hear over the next few minutes will score themselves a brand new TV, courtesy of TCL. It's a 75-incher and giving away giant TVs all week. Hundreds and hundreds of inches of TVs coming in your direction, plus take money so you can buy whatever you want. If it's beer, if you want bacon, someone said if I win, I'm going to spend all the money on bacon. Could be a mountain of meat. The choice is yours. You'll have a gift card to Vons Albertsons Pavilion so you can get whatever you need for your grilling and or Father's Day and or summer needs.
I think if you ever want to have a longer conversation with your dad, just bring up TVs or meat.
There's
they
no
will
shortage.
have no shortage of things to talk about with that.
Mike, what is the best dad advice you've ever received or given?
Sweet divots, go B team. The best advice that my dad has ever given me is that if instructions are so important, the writing wouldn't be so small.
That's such a dad thing to say.
It's funny, though, because my dad reads the instructions top to
Seriously?
bottom, cover to cover, watches YouTube videos on it before he even starts. He's one of those overly thorough guys.
I throw them out like with the packaging immediately. And then I just get all the pieces there, and I try to figure it out, and then whatever mess I put together, then I have to call a TaskRabbit to come and fix it. And then they say...
That's a true father.
And then they say, are there instructions with this? And I go, I threw them out, sir. I don't have them anymore.
But I have a pile of screws.
But I've got all these pieces.
And a tiny Allen wrench.
Can't you figure it out? All right, if the instructions were important, they wouldn't have made them so small. It almost feels like it's one of those legal things. They have to put it in there, right? For
and they
legal
have it in like
reasons.
6 different languages.
Was he good at building stuff, Mike, or was he terrible at it, out of curiosity?
Oh, absolutely terrible. We had a deck that broke. We had, it was awful.
A deck that broke. That's a very terrible thing to break.
That's such a weird thing to buy that has an instruction manual.
Yeah, you
a whole
build
deck.
it. Yeah, anything you put together, just put it together poorly.
What about this deck at IKEA?
Hey, JR, what is the best and or worst dad advice you've ever given or received?
My dad told me when I was 18 years old, remember, kid, you ever meet a pretty hooker in Hollywood, it's either a man or a cop.
Oh.
Once again, strong dad advice right there. If you ever meet a pretty hooker, understand going in, it's either a man or a cop. There's no such thing as an actual pretty hooker.
Like a really beautiful.
Yeah. If things seem too
like
good.
Like the ones on the card that they give you?
Right. Oh, that's never what they look like when they arrive. But you know what, JR, that's actually turns out to be probably pretty sound advice, because if you're ever in a situation where you're like, I can't believe this beautiful person is going to sleep with me for 100
Even if I'm going to pay her.
Right. It still seems too good to be true. And then that's when you get arrested and brought in for solicitation.
Speaking of, didn't a certain listener promise to add to the prizes?
Oh, my God. That was wild. This I don't even think we should
say. Okay, well, let's keep it under wraps.
Yeah,
then.
we should.
We do have a hooker listener.
No, she's not a hooker.
Very nice.
She's not a hooker.
I thought she was.
No, she's a hoe bag.
She's a professional
sex worker.
But I don't think she likes the term hooker.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
And she did show up at our Buzzball event, and she did say that she would like to throw something into this prize pack we're giving away, in addition to the TV and the meat, to make it truly the greatest Father's Day ever.
Think about the one other thing that you would like to have on that day.
And it ain't conversation. But she said that she would be open to doing it, doing a mouth party for
each winner.
For not each winner.
Oh.
She said the one winner.
Okay.
Assuming that they were tested first.
Yeah.
And I said,
she's awesome, by the way.
I don't think we can give that away on the air, although I wish we could, because that would make everything a lot better.
Yep. You hear that, Uncle Scott?
TV, mountain of meat, and a mouth
beach.
party. I mean,
is that okay for radio?
The father of all giveaways.
Just got better. It's So we'll have to have an off-air conversation about that as well.
I don't know if this is the person we were just talking about, but 562 said hooker and professional sex worker both work great. Thank you, guys.
I believe that is her. She's the winner of our Olympics.
Yeah.
And she would like to make this an even better Father's Day for someone. Wow. We say hi now to RJ. From BJ to RJ. Good morning. You're on KROQ. Hi.
Hey, good morning.
What is the best and or worst dad advice you've ever given or received?
I don't know if it's the best or the worst, but my father would always tell me, when your girl's mad at you, always keep it going. You know, it might flip around.
If your girl's mad at you, always keep it going because it might turn around?
Yeah, so to the point where she gets mad that she can't be mad anymore. But, you know, I found out they'll just start to hit you instead.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
God. Okay.
Right. So,
it can always get worse, is
so
what you're saying.
The dad's advice was just eventually she'll run out of mad, so she'll just be like...
Come back around.
Or she'll come back around to happy again.
And your experience was she didn't run out of mad, she just hit you.
Yeah, she just went straight to the hitting.
Yeah, okay. Well, then that turned out to be bad dad advice right there. Because he's probably thinking to myself, I don't need to apologize.
My dad said you're going to run out of mad. Stop it! When are you going to run out?
This is like a bottomless pit of mad.
This mad hurts.
Where'd that knife come from?
All right, well, that took a turn.
That's not funny.
Hey, Martha, welcome to Dad Advice, good, bad, or otherwise, to get you ready for Father's Day, which is happening on Sunday. What's up?
I think my best advice would be that every time I pour the beer, make sure I tilt my glass so I won't get too much of the foam.
Oh, that's very good advice.
right
just
there.
how to pour a beer properly. It's a small thing, but important.
You don't want to be one of those noobs that just puts the whole thing 90 degrees and just you have nothing but head and no actual beer.
You ever see somebody do that?
Yeah, it's the worst. When you see someone that does not know how to even pour a beer, fill a beer, any of that, it is remarkable that they made it that far in their life.
Well, like Johnny, when we were doing his drinking every day,
Right.
he couldn't pour a beer properly.
Nope, because Johnny's not a drinker. We say hi to Jess on KROQ, looking for your best and or worst dad advice you've received. What's up, Jess?
Hey, so it was our wedding day, and my dad-in-law decided to give some very unsolicited advice. He told us to wear wigs in the bedroom to keep things spicy.
On your wedding day, your new father-in-law said to you, wear wigs in the bedroom to keep things spicy?
Yes, and he's been divorced 3 times. I don't know where he gets this information from.
I'm leaving you, but I'm wearing a wig. It's funny.
But is the idea that the wigs are like you're sleeping with new people? Is that the idea? Like, I'm just trying to figure out what Oh, that's the idea. So,
Yeah.
Got it. It's like a stranger. You don't want to get bored with the same, it's the same boring brunette again. But not tonight.
That's a funny girl with a mullet.
She's got a rainbow clown wig tonight.
This bitch is a rat tail.
Hold on 1 second, Jess. That's very
That's
strange.
pretty great.
Unsolicited, too. Just to come up and say that.
And, yeah, if you put that in practice, too, just to give no warning and suddenly come out of the bedroom with a wig on.
Oscar, what is the best and or worst bit of dad advice you've ever received? What's up?
The best advice I got, also Sweet Divots.
Sweet Divots.
Was, he kept it simple, was don't stick your penis in crazy, and if you do, let it match your crazy.
Sometimes you don't always know that, though.
Don't stick your penis in crazy.
And if you do, make sure it matches your crazy.
Did he say don't stick your penis in crazy glue? Because that's also good dad advice right there. That's what I would say. But that's
The fact that he would think you would try that and that you need advice to not do it.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know. That's the real reality.
Yeah, you don't realize someone's crazy until after.
Yeah, sometimes
every Netflix documentary.
Sometimes that's the thing that activates the crazy. Also, like it wasn't crazy.
It's like a carnival.
That's the key that unlocks the crazy. All right, interesting. We say good morning now to Kelly on KROQ. Kelly, best or worst dad advice you've ever given or received?
Hey, guys, good morning. I never understood this until I reached the age, but my dad used to always tell me you'd never trust a fart after 40.
Why?
Yeah, I get that.
You do?
I know what she's
does that
saying.
Why?
Yeah, because she's
You
saying...
know why. You're going to crap your pants.
It's a Jake situation.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not funny.
Yeah, you know. Jake, is that good dad advice, though?
I mean, yeah, it's just good advice if you have what I have.
Right.
Okay.
Jake hasn't been able to trust a fart since he was 20.
Yeah, I know,
Takes
man.
everybody able to trust a fart.
Man, so
Yeah,
every
it's
time
scary.
you're just scared every time you fart?
Oh man, terrified.
Yeah, and Jake goes through life. You ever see Jake's face? Sometimes he looks like he's scared for no reason.
Yeah,
That's
his eyes
why.
are kind of wide.
Yeah, then he has that moment of relief, like, oh,
Whoa.
yeah. All right, well, that's
I
disgusting.
didn't crap myself this time. Woo!
That's right.
Good
Kevin
for
on
you.
KROQ. Good morning. Hi, welcome. Dad Vice on KROQ. What's up?
Yeah, I'm an old man, and my dad just told me, and I hope this isn't too much. Once you beat the smell, you got it licked.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't understand that one either, but that seems like something a dad would say at some point.
And then they're like, think about that, son. And you're like, okay.
Think about it. Andrew on KROQ. Dad Vice, given or receive. What's up?
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Hey.
So I was pretty straight edge in high school and college, and my dad tried to get me to smoke and told me, eat before you smoke. As long as
yeah?
you'd be well fed and not have to go out, and you avoid the potential of getting pulled over.
So eat first. That's something
I think
dad
eat
would
first
say.
before smoking and drinking. Yes, absolutely good advice.
Jan, looking for dad Vice. Good, bad, or otherwise. What's up?
Hi, good morning, guys. So I have some advice. My dad told me when I was pregnant with my first daughter that to remember I'm not eating for two, but I'm just eating for one and a little bit.
Oh, that's all right. It's weight shaming.
Let's
Cool.
go ahead and put that on Allie, who's pregnant now. Allie, remember, you're not eating for two. You're eating for one and just a little bit.
I might be eating for four in here. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, man, Allie's creating a whole soccer team just
My
in time
boobs
for,
are getting
for
huge
World
already.
Cup. Are they really?
Yeah, they get big and hurt.
Wow. All right, we got to break down some of this great dad advice we've received. Someone's going to win a TV in a moment. And if we didn't get to yours, I'm sorry. We have to keep the show moving. It is the father of all giveaways. Giant TV, giant piles of meat. We'll process all of the moments, all the advice we just heard. Let us know on the text line who you think is worthy. Come back after this system song, give that TV away, and then the show moves on. Of course, if you missed it, we announced earlier this morning, Evanescence is your next destination. Montreal is where you'll be going to see them, and that is coming up in less than 30 minutes for KROQ's Road Trip USA.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
All right, let's give away TV number one. We have a TV for you every single day this week, plus gift cards, so you can go ahead and buy all the meat you could possibly handle just in time for Father's Day. And this is a 75-inch TV every single day. Plus, we get you the sound bar as well. Thank you, TCL. Thank you, Vaughn's, Albertsons Pavilions. And let's do it.
The father of all giveaways.
Now, a lot of people are asking if they win the TV because they shared with us the best and or worst dad advice they ever received. Does that mean that they'll be keeping the TV, or will they be giving this TV to their dad and saying Happy Father's Day?
Oh, I think you got to give it to your dad.
No, if you win, though. Your TV, and maybe your dad comes over and a little more often watches more Dodgers baseball at your place or something because now you've got a decent TV. I think there's nothing more shameful than a father grows and visits their grown-up child and they've got a terrible TV and the father's like, did you not learn anything from me?
I know. Did I teach you nothing?
So we say now good morning to, of all of the advice we heard, and there's a lot of theories on the, a lot of at least votes on the text line as to who they believe gave the best dad advice. And it came down to a few, but I want to say congratulations to JR from the 909. JR was told from his father at a very early age. JR, what does your father tell you?
Remember, kid, you ever meet a pretty hooker in Hollywood, it's either a man or a cop. No follow-up questions.
No follow-ups were asked. And if you are the winner of this TV, which it's looking like it's going to be you because everyone said that advice is spot on, do you plan on keeping that for yourself or will you give it to that father of yours?
Keeping it.
All right, I will accept that. That's a selfish answer, but I will accept it.
I hate my father. Oh, okay.
All right, well, congratulations. You still keep in touch with this guy or no?
Oh, yeah, all the time. He's the best.
All right, so you're going to tell
I'm
him.
not good enough to get a TV.
You're going to tell him that hooker advice he gave you years ago worked out in your favor, and not only did it keep you away from all potential male and or cop hookers, but that now it won you a TV?
Absolutely, but I still don't think there will be any follow-up questions.
Yeah.
All right.
At least have him over for some barbecue when you buy that meat.
Hold on one second. JR, congratulations. TV number one has gone to JR, courtesy of his dad, Vice. Allie, this weekend, I ended up at the Pasadena Humane Society.
Oh, yeah. Why?
And I don't know why, but for whatever reason. Well,
That's
there's
just a far drive for you.
Yes, I know. And there's been a lot of conversation about my wife is trying to convince everyone in the family that we should volunteer more.
Oh, that's nice.
And she went through about 3 hours of researching where to volunteer with animals. And then I said, all right, is there any way you could take our dog out for a walk? And she goes, oh, no, I'm just too tired. And I said, well, how about before we start volunteering for other animals?
Why don't you volunteer for this family?
Why don't you volunteer for this animal right here that needs to go outside? And she goes, can you do that? I'm in the middle of looking at places. So I did it. And then lo and behold, now we are on our way to Pasadena to go walk through the Humane Society there. And I have not been.
You're just doing a walkthrough?
Well, she was trying to get a sense of if they will accept volunteers and what kind of stuff they do. But of course, it happened to be puppy adoption, or not puppy, dog adoption day.
Oh, well, that's the cutest day.
Which I think isn't that every day there? I mean, is there any day?
Well, yeah, but they have, sometimes the other places will come and bring their animals, or people who foster animals will bring them over, so there's even more animals
there's
there.
like a deal. It's like a free adoption fee or something.
You walk through
it's like a twofer.
There's all these different little corridors you walk through, and it is set up kind of sadly like a prison in the sense of it's cage next to cage next to cage.
Pasadena Humane's one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, it's
too,
big,
right?
and it's nice. I mean, nice as far as those go, but you read a little bit about the dogs, but then you kind of go through certain paths where you're like, I think this may be like the convicted murderers row, because like some of them have like, their cages are like blocked off completely. You can't see them, or they've got. But apparently, all of the dogs are yours to take home if you want to take one home. They need homes, and they're everything from. A lot of them are mystery. They don't know exactly the age. There's a lot of guesses of what age the dogs are,
and that's every animal.
Right, sometimes you get a range from 6 weeks to 6 years. We're not sure. Sometimes they're able to kind of ballpark it a little better than that. And I said to my wife as we got there with the kids, I want to make this very clear. We are not leaving
with a dog.
I just want to make this very clear. This is not like the squishy crap or the Labubu crap where I cave and finally get them. We're not leaving with a dog today. It's not happening.
The whole family is going to volunteer there?
I would like to not volunteer. But
you would rather just write a check and move on.
I don't want to do that either, but I would like to encourage them to volunteer. She wants to bring my daughters to. She thinks it's an important thing to teach them.
I think that's a great thing to teach kids.
And I said, that's great, and I will sit at home on the couch while that happens and self-pleasure. But you should go. And but then, of course, she wanted me to go because she thought once I saw all of the animals, my heart would be touched, and I would say I need to be a part of this as well.
Well, you are a sucker for animals.
Sucker. So we're walking around, and we don't even make it like 3 cages in when they're like, "Oh, look at this little one! It's looking right.
It's alive.
It's looking right at you, Dad." That's what they're saying to me. I'm like, they're looking at all of us. They're just happy to have people walking around.
Because they want to see a person there. Yeah.
Right. No, it hasn't taken its eyes off you. It's this little
something
French bulldog mix of something.
Oh wow!
It looks like a cow though. It's white with black spots. Like a little fat little cow.
Oh, it probably thinks that you're its mom or something.
That's so
Another
funny.
farm animal.
Hey, it must be a French bulldog too. No neck, no neck. So I go, it's cute. And then we say, let's move it along. I don't want to spend too much time. I don't want to talk to it. I don't want it to talk.
Yeah,
I don't want
you're
to
like
make
dodging bullets.
I don't want to make eye contact with these dogs. Because I know
you don't want to get connected.
Yeah. Once there's a connection,
I know it's over.
So
done, son.
we move along. We walk around. There's a lot of dogs there up for grabs, and
they have kitties too, right?
I didn't go to that loser part, Allie, but probably there is a whole
cat house somewhere.
There is a cat. There is a
sad lady wing.
There is a sad
that's
lady
where I
wing.
go.
Yeah, I follow the trail of lean cuisines to the sad lady wing, but I didn't go over there. But then they have like people that surrender. There's a whole area of animals that were surrendered.
And probably there's still a lot of animals from the fires, right?
And they didn't really explain how they got them unless they were either surrendered. They say that part, but then there's some that they have found that were strays, and they kind of will hold them for a certain amount of days to see if anyone comes looking for them. This was picked up on the street, like the one that we found, right? You just happen to find the person. So we kind of keep walking. I just say, let's go, move it along. And then every time my kids want to stop at each, because every time they see a dog, oh, can we have this one? How about this one? Oh, this one would be. I go, we're not leaving with a dog. I made this very clear.
By the way, if they volunteer, that is just going to get stronger. Because then they're going to create bonds with the dogs. And they're going to be like, you know what? There's a litter of puppies puppies that just came in, and they're going to ask us to foster
Right.
them for a few weeks, and it's going to permeate
And I
everything
know
and go into your home.
You know me. I'm the guy that had my clothes in the kitchen because I lost out on all. I will be the person if we have anything else that comes in. I'm the one who loses out. I'm the one who will lose space and time. No one else will. No one else is going to sacrifice anything.
You're the lowest priority.
My wife's not giving up part of the closet for a puppy. That's going to be whatever little square inch of the house I have left that I lose. So, but of course, it's a beautiful thing. You see these animals. And as we are about to leave...
But, of course, it's beautiful and touching, and they're all really adorable.
As we're about to leave, we walk past the cage again of this little French bulldog thing.
Cow.
And cow. And it, like, lets out this, like... Arr.
Not a moo?
Not a moo. And the person who works there goes, oh, my God. We've had this thing for a few weeks now. We've never even heard it speak. It's...
Do you think they're trained to say that? Oh, my God, this never happens. You are meant for each other.
And,
now, get out of here, you.
And I go, what?
It mooed at you.
Yeah.
This thing's making milk right now. And that's like what it was like. And I said, oh, really? That's cool. So I kind of turned back. And as soon as I turn away, it makes the noise again.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm like, God damn, I'm about to get a dog.
Is it a puppy?
They don't know. No, it's somewhere. I think
I have to know if it's a puppy or not.
I think they said it's over a year. I think.
Oh, okay.
And so then I start going. I feel myself caving, and I go. I guess we're going to get a dog. So I start.
Wow, you really keeled over fast,
quick.
huh?
So I say,
All you gotta do is talk
We're
to
not
you
doing
once.
this, guys. All right, fine.
I say,
we're
wrap
doing
this thing up in a towel. I'll pull the car around front. Let's get out of here.
Whoa.
And they come back and they say a couple things. This dog is currently being held on a behavior hold.
Okay.
And I go, what is that about? And the guy
It
goes,
killed a man.
He goes, I can't give you any specifics.
What?
But we also cannot send this dog home with you. It is on a behavior hold. And I'm like, behavior hold?
Yeah, you can relate to that.
Well, yeah, of course.
That's your life.
But what does that mean? What do you think that means? Because I go...
That means it definitely bit somebody.
Bit? You think it means bit someone?
A behavior hold?
Yeah, it could be a humping thing, which
No, they're not going to put someone on a behavior hold for a humping issue.
Well, anyway, it was also a female dog. So I said, all right. I said, how long's the behavior hold? They said, you could check back in a week or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And I said, all right, good. Let's just get out of here. And I got out. And I said, we're never
Look,
going back.
we're an ADD family. We won't remember this dog exists in a week.
Yeah, this dog has officially been put to sleep in my memory. So good luck. So I was able to get rid of but I think they're going to do. I don't even think they can volunteer there because I don't think they need. I don't know. They don't need what we had to offer. I don't think they want kids running around. But
so after all that, they said we don't want you.
I think that we got rejected for the dog and for volunteering. Yeah. But it's a great operation.
The whole family's been put on behavior hold.
We're the ones on behavior hold. Oh, I get it now.
Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. Whoa, whoa, ho, ho, whoa. You're a little excited. 106.7 FM.
News right now. Then the very first thing we do after your ADD news is get you on this list to go see Evanescence in Montreal and get you tickets to see them right here in July at the Forum. But first, there's this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
What is America all about? According to this woman from Japan, it is all about big beef because everything is big in America.
Hey, Coco, you said you wanted to try
Big beef.
big beef. That is steak, that is hamburger, that is brisket. We can help you out. You're in the right place if you want big beef.
Get that
Big
lady
beef.
some big beef.
Big beef.
Yeah. Hey.
That's so
That's
funny.
America for you.
You got to learn one phrase. We're going to teach you one thing before you go over there if you want to really fit in like a local.
Hey, tell them you want some big beef. They'll know what to do.
As your friend's pranking her from Japan, just tell everyone you like big beef. Don't worry.
I'm sure she got some.
Yeah, well, a lot of the people visiting for the World Cup are blown away at the sizes of everything here in America.
Yes.
And first trips to Costco's I've been watching.
Yes, exactly.
I think it's more thrilling than the actual World Cup games
Totally
is watching all of
agree.
the foreign visitors.
Okay, but according to the president, America is about fighting and motorcycles. And in addition to the many sporting events that took place over the weekend, you had Trump's 80th birthday / America's 250th birthday, which included a UFC octagon on the White House lawn. It included 7 fights, and there was the final, title card was between a Georgian fighter and an American fighter for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship. And the American won.
Right.
That doesn't seem like a shock.
Would have
but
put a whole
this
damper on the event that was celebrating America.
Yeah, and the winner got a handshake from the president. But imagine, this is the first time this has ever happened.
Of the White House, USA Freedom 250.
It's pretty incredible that 4,000 people were gathered on the White House lawn to watch UFC fighting take place.
When I first saw the images of the thing they built, I go, "Oh man, AI is really."
I know.
AI has really lost its way.
It looks fake.
And then you start to see,
You're like, this is really happening.
That's real. That's a real thing.
It's much less impressive than Big Beef, in my opinion.
Yeah.
There have obviously been a lot of stories this year about rattlesnake bites, and 90% of them have taken place on trails where people were hiking and biking and things like that, where they encountered a rattlesnake and were bit. But this one happened in Saugus, and there was a rattlesnake found inside of a preschool playhouse.
A frightening moment when a rattlesnake is spotted inside a playhouse at Saugus Preschool. Fortunately enough, the child who spotted the snake alerted their teacher, who called in reinforcements. That's Kerry Quashin wrangling the snake. He runs the snake school for dogs.
Interesting school.
Whoa. I got on the wait list there when I applied. It's going to be my college of choice.
In Santa Clarita, where he trains dogs in rattlesnake avoidance. Quashin says over the past few years, he's become the snake wrangler of Santa Clarita.
That's his title.
All right. That's good insight. Thank you for that.
That's his title, the snake wrangler. But I imagine that my kid, if he was in a playhouse and saw a snake,
Go pick it up.
Yeah, dude, I don't think he would just run and tell his teacher.
No way. You grab that thing. Immediately.
You wrangle it yourself.
That's right.
That's a cool story. You want to be the top kid on the playground? Wrangle a snake.
You turn it into a belt. You wear it out. Let all the other kids know I run this thing.
I love that kids at that age don't really have fear.
They should, though. There's certain things that should freak out kids.
Yeah, but like my kid, the first time he got stung by a bee because he just picked it up off the ground.
Right. He didn't know any better. But then he learned a valuable lesson that way. You don't trust anyone.
I don't know if he really learned anything. He's a little slow.
Yeah. We get into a brand new hour of the show right now. Looking for caller 20, 800-520-1067. Let's go ahead and give you some evanescence in your future if you are the 20th caller right now at KROQ.
It's Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning. Welcome to your KROQ. Welcome to your just after 9 o'clock on a Monday, brand new week, which means endless possibilities. And yes, we've already given away a giant TV and a giant pile of meat today. Big meat. That's what we say around these parts.
Big beef.
Big beef. If you want to win every day this week, we'll have that for you. But we just announced earlier this morning, you in Montreal with Evanescence, part of KROQ's Road Trip USA, leaving the USA for destination number 4. Plus, if you get your name on the list to win that trip, you will also get tickets guaranteed to Kia Forum on July 18th, where we just got a chance to see Evanescence back in December as part of KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. So if you missed it, that's right, Big Beef. Give us a call right now, 800-520-1067. You'll get a chance to qualify and win at 9, noon, 3, and 6. And we'll pick up our winner in just a moment. Then we get into a brand new hour of the show, complete with a relationship quiz that will determine whether or not you are even dateable. Are you marriage material? Or what are we doing wrong? There's so many questions we have these days. Some people feel like there's just no one out there for me. Other people feel like I'm in a relationship, but it sucks.
Well, this is a relationship satisfaction quiz.
And then if you finally get into a relationship, you have to say to yourself, am I even happy here? What is the level of happiness I feel at the end of every day, at the end of every year? Do I look forward to going home to this person or not? And maybe the results of this quiz will make you do something pretty drastic in your own lives. So we'll get to that in a moment. Give me an example.
Klein, would you say would you use your relationship in terms of we and us? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
No. It's me.
On a scale of 1 to 4, 1 being very dissatisfied and 4 being very satisfied, you feel appreciated by your partner.
Oh. What's the low one?
1.
1. That's the one. But every once in a while.
-100,000.
Yeah,
what about I enjoy just
100,000.
hanging out with my partner even if we're not doing anything special?
Sometimes.
If we don't talk.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll realize we've been on our phones next to each other and hours have gone by and we haven't fought. And I go, hey, I think this is going pretty well. Don't blow the whole quiz now. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let me say hi to Kira. Kira, you are the 20th caller. Congratulations.
No.
Great.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes, I don't joke about these things.
Oh.
I think she's saying
that
nice.
Is amazing. I think good luck.
I don't know anything you're saying right now, but I assume they're nice things. So hang on one second so that we can get your name and information before we lose you forever. But thank you for calling, and get yourself a better cell phone carrier. You are going to go see Evanescence and potentially go see them again. Write down Kira's name on the list. And guys, she's on line 6 or something, so pick her up and get her intel. I'll be back in a second and figure out if we have a stand a chance in our relationships. We will all take the quiz, and we ask you to do the same with us. And that'll be happening after Alien Ant Farm as we get into a brand new hour of the show on a Monday. Good morning from us here at KROQ. Are you satisfied in your current relationship? Well, maybe you ask yourself that question, but we have an official quiz to help us determine what our level of satisfaction is. And I assume no one's going for the high score here. We're all just trying to survive, right?
This is a 3-minute relationship satisfaction test that can determine whether you are in a happy, deep, dynamic relationship. And this test can capture feelings about your relationship health as it stands today. Question number 1, Klein. Agree or disagree, it is fine for my partner to read my personal emails with almost anyone.
Wish someone would. I'm not reading them. That'd be great. I'd love to read them. Tell me what things are in there.
Anyone can. Hey, it's a free-for-all. Someone's got to.
50,000 unread emails here. I'd love someone to start reading them.
You would let your wife be on your phone?
Yeah, she'd be bored out of her mind, but she could go through it. I'm not hiding anything. The one thing that I was trying to hide, but was the relationship I had going with KROQ.
Right.
Female KROQ named Ara. I think that was her name.
Because you will not really hand me your phone.
I
feel like you have secrets on your phone, I think.
I have some nudes in there.
Of yourself?
No. She sent me some naked pictures.
Oh, okay. But you would let her have free access to your phone.
She can look at my phone. What about you?
Yeah. I have no problem with her looking at my phone. The one time I looked at her phone, I did find things that I didn't like. But we have each other's Face ID attached to our phones. She can open my phone with her face and vice versa.
I think people get more upset about the idea, like, what is the thing that's making you want to go through my phone more than what you could find in the phone? Like, I always get very, what do you think? What did I do in the last 24 hours that's made you feel like you need to go through my phone right now?
Right, exactly.
Like, I was explaining this week that we're going to Santa Monica. I was like, but Thursday night I'm going out. And she's like, where are you going? And I go, we're going down to Santa Monica to a pub because we're going to be on a BBC radio show. And the timing is off, so that's when they're... And she goes, are you cheating on me or what? I go, no, I swear to you, we're going to a BBC... She goes,
she's like, that's what you would make up.
She's like, you can't even say what you're doing. I go, I don't even understand what we're doing. It's a breakfast talkie. We're going to a breakfast talkie.
It's a breakfast show.
It's a breakfast show in Santa Monica. And she goes, well, I guess I could come too. I'm like, sure, if you want to.
What about this question? What my partner doesn't know won't hurt them. Agree or disagree?
What they don't know won't hurt them.
Yeah. Like lying by omission, which I know you've done before.
Yeah.
Like, remember the time you said that you were going to do a date night with your wife instead of going to that birthday party of your friends?
Right.
When the birthday party actually got canceled, but you made it seem like it was your decision.
Right, that backfired.
To choose her over your friends.
Right. I said, I'm picking you over this birthday party.
Right, but you thought to yourself, what my partner doesn't know won't hurt them?
I think that there's a fair amount of acceptable omission of information.
Okay, so I'm going to say agree.
Agree.
Okay.
How about you?
No, I usually just say everything.
You say it all.
I'm not smart enough to lie.
That's not really omission is different than lie.
No, it's not.
What are you talking about?
Lying by omission is still lying.
It's also like okay, though, right?
No.
Kind of ish.
Because then it still feels like you're being lied to because you are. Why aren't you telling me the whole truth?
But you're not lying, really, technically.
I think our relationship could be a good model for other couples. Agree or disagree?
I would
I'm just going to go ahead and click disagree for you
disagree.
there. I don't want my partner to suffer. I would prefer to suffer for them.
That's probably sadly true.
Yeah, I think you do suffer for them.
Let me ask you
Your
a
whole
question.
family.
Talk about this omission thing. So the other day I stopped by on the way home at a place to get myself a nice coffee. And it's a place that I know that my wife loves, the matcha, whatever at. And I didn't get it. Usually I would just get it and bring it. But I did that a few times, and I feel like only a sip it was a waste of money. So this time I didn't say I was going. I didn't bring anything. I just got myself a coffee. And I didn't mention that I had gone. It just didn't come up at all. And then randomly over the weekend, we were talking to someone, and they're like, oh, this place, you ever been to this place? And I went, oh, yeah, I was just there on Friday. And she goes, you were? And I go, yeah. She goes, usually you bring me something from there, a call. And I go, well, just got myself a coffee and moved along, had a busy day. And that
literally, they turned into a big thing,
started
right?
a big thing.
So
and I
why
go,
do you continue to omit when you know it's going to come back to bite you in the ass?
I wasn't intentionally hiding it. It was just a non-thing. It was a non-thing. It was just nothing.
But you didn't mention it, right?
What's the point of mentioning it? I go to a lot. Should I tell you every place I've ever gone ever? That's what I said to her. Should I tell you every place I ever go? She goes, yes. I go,
Yes,
really?
yes, you should.
What? That's crazy talk.
That's whack.
She's got.
If my wife went somewhere for lunch, I would be like, well, "Why didn't you tell me that
she
you
could
went somewhere
track
for
me.
lunch?"
She could track me. She got my GPS on her. She can find me right now. She
She's
knows where
probably
I am.
looking at it right now.
She's listening in on this.
I feel distressed when I imagine my partner wanting to cheat on me. Agree or disagree?
Distressed with a woman or a guy?
Actually, yeah. There's no.
A woman, I feel like I'd be definitely less distressed.
I think since those cancel each other out, let's just say neutral.
No, let's say nooch.
Okay, nooch. I am grateful when I wake up to see my partner next to me. I think that reaction.
What time of the night? I mean, sometimes, God.
I mean, when I wake up in the morning and I roll over and I see my wife with her mouth open.
Yeah.
Snoring on her back, I think, God, I'm lucky.
I mean, the amount of things she goes through to block me out of her life while she's sleeping, because she's got the blindfold on, a pillow barricade fort, 19 blankets, including weighted ones. There. I don't even know if I am waking up next to her, to be honest. There's just a giant, something going on
right.
the Great Wall of Pillows.
So neutral. Just a couple more here. Your partner and you talk about many things. Agree or disagree?
Mostly what we're in the mood for dinner every night.
Yeah, I guess, do you talk about anything that's not logistics?
We try to, because she bought this stupid, I should bring this in here. It is really dumb, and I told her that. She bought some like card game that's like, get to know your, it seems like something you would do on a first date, but supposedly.
Was it like sex dice?
That's what I thought. I was like, I kept pulling for better questions, like, what's your fantasy? And every question was like, if you could bring a book to a deserted island, what would it be? I'm like, snoozer.
You're like, I would use the book to start a fire.
Yeah, I was like, this sucks. But the answer is no, most of it is logistical now, because that's the phase we're in right now with young kids. It sucks, but it's a lot of pickup, drop off, pick up.
I can be myself with my partner.
Yeah, I wish I couldn't be.
Yeah. I feel appreciated by my partner.
Sometimes.
Okay. I think of our relationship as in terms of we and us. No. Okay. I feel happy in my relationship.
I think everyone would agree sometimes, right?
Everyone's in the middle of the road.
Aren't there sometimes? Sometimes you go, yeah, things are good. Yeah, this was great. This was a fun whatever. And then sometimes you go, yee.
Dude, sometimes you're like, we're both in a horrible mood and we're just tolerating each other. And then sometimes you're like, we had a great day. Mm-hmm. I worry that my partner and I have little in common.
I'm sure of it. But that's where.
I think that's a lot of hetero relationships. You don't have as much in common.
But I think there's something about the whole opposites attract sort of thing. Like, you don't want to be with someone that's into all the same stuff as you, because then you don't have your own stuff.
And then finally, my partner is the first person I'd call if something great happens in my life. All of these go.
I'm trying to think. It depends on
anything great happens.
I got a picture. First of all, let me picture
something great happen.
Let me just figure something great happen.
Now, who would you call?
Like, if I got tickets, if someone said, "Hey, I got you tickets to," let's just say, "Hey,"
something you wanted,
something I wanted to go.
Say a football game, Super Bowl.
She wouldn't want to go, so she wouldn't be excited about it. So it wouldn't call her.
So most of the things that excite you would call somebody else.
Yeah, if it was like, I'm trying to think. Hey, you guys got voted best radio show. Would I call her and tell? Probably not. I don't think I'll tell anyone, to be honest.
Congratulations, Klein. After all that,
all right, here we go.
You are 53 out of 100, neither happy or unhappy.
Hey, baby, that's a win.
That is every marriage.
Yay!
KROQ Road Trip USA 2026. Your favorite K-Rock bands all across America. Stop number 4. Hitch a ride across the border.
Hey, it's Amy from Evanescence. Brush up on your French, grab some poutine, and see us live in Montreal.
It is an honor to be here with you tonight.
Qualify all week and win tickets to see us at the Kia Forum July 18th with Spirit Box and Nova Twins.
How you doing, Los Angeles?
And you'll get the chance to see him again in Montreal.
KROQ Road Trip USA Stop 4. Cross the border to Canada to see Evanescence in Montreal.
We love you guys. Thanks for having us.
Courtesy of Live Nation.
Amber, you're angry, apparently. Says Angry Amber's on the line 1. What's up, Amber?
Hello.
Hi.
I love your show.
Thank you.
I was listening to the podcast maybe like 2 weeks ago, and I swear I thought you guys said that Allie's friend making out with someone in Vegas wasn't cheating. So I think the moral compass there is a little interesting for you guys with this segment.
With the cheating when Allie went to Vegas, hold on. What was the story that Allie's wife went with a friend?
Well, we were talking about, a friend of mine made out with a guy in Vegas.
Right.
And she did not tell her boyfriend, but it was like, is that cheating? Was the whole conversation.
Yeah,
and a lot of people said it's not because it's in Vegas and because it's just drunk makeouts.
No. That's cheating. I think you right, Amber? Right or no? Am I wrong about that?
Yeah, that's exactly the one. How's that not cheating? How's that not a bad moral compass?
Yeah, you never know what, like, a relation... Now, listen, I don't know every relationship, what deals they have made ahead of time or what sort of agreements they have, but in that particular case, if it was being hush-hush, not talked about, secret thing, don't mention this ever again, it's the dishonesty part of it that I think puts into the category of cheating more than the what happened. Because some people go, it's fun, have some fun, let loose.
Right, exactly. It's not like I'm unhappy in my relationship and I then fell for somebody else or I went out with the intention of doing that. It was just like, I'm drunk in Vegas and then this guy's cute and then what am I doing? Oh, God, I've lost my moral compass, but I feel bad.
And you think it would have gotten much more past that stage had you guys not intervened?
Yes.
Right. But that was an alcohol.
Easy to me.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I know. Our moral compass is all sorts of.
Would you be upset if that happened with your wife?
Oh, yeah. I mean, cheating in Vegas?
Yeah.
I mean,
there was a Vegas makeout?
Anywhere. Absolutely. Yeah, of course. Wouldn't be happy about that. Because if it was hidden or not discussed ahead of time, if there was some sort of a conversation, I'm trying to think how that would go.
I'm going to Vegas. Cheating school up.
I go shotgun cheating. No.
It's not cheating if I'm in Vegas.
But I don't like that. No, it's a dibs.
Love you.
I'm saying trip. Yeah, I guess, yes, like Amber makes an interesting point. Our moral compass is a little skewed these days. But I also think everything these days is like not as black. In your relationship, everyone's relationship could be black and white. This is not okay. This is okay. You cross this line. Done. Other people, it seems like everything now is on some weird spectrum of, that's flirty. Oh, that's this, that's that. I don't know. I feel like in this particular case, Allie, your friend Vegas made out, don't talk about it ever again. You said the guy would get
really upset.
Really upset?
Yes.
Then yeah, I think that would be
cheating.
Cheating, but can you recover from it? Sure, I guess.
But like that is then lying by omission, technically.
You're right, but it's very different to be making out with someone as opposed to stopping at a matcha place. I mean, I would argue
I think they're one and the same.
I mean, clearly,
Some people would call that beverage cheating.
Yeah. Well, there is
food cheating.
and food cheating,
show cheating.
Listen, show cheating happens all the time. People watch shows, then don't tell their significant other. It'll show you. Sometimes you get ratted out because it says, "Do you want to finish episode 4?" And they're like, "Why would it say that? We were just watching episode 1. We said we're going to start again tomorrow.
Yeah, this can't be right.
This can't be right. Yeah, the algorithm must be a glitch."
Mm-hmm.
And then right away you start going,
Even last night we were watching something, and I was like, I got to go to bed. There was 30 minutes left, and I said, I give you my permission to finish.
Permission granted.
And she said, thank you, I will finish. And I said, I will finish on my own. But if I hadn't said that, I would have expected her to pause it, put something else on, and then we would finish it together. But I gave her my blessing.
Listen, it can happen on. We talked about food cheating all the time, and we've talked about the eat divorce. We think that'll be the next big trend of divorces. Forget about sleep divorce.
I think we're almost there. We have such different appetites these days.
Different appetites, different dietary needs, different times you want to eat. Sometimes I just don't want a dinner at all. I said I had a massive lunch today. I ate 9 steaks for lunch today. I don't need to have dinner. Okay?
You're eating so much.
Do you see how much? Do you see how much protein I've eaten today? I'm like a snake, just devouring. And she goes, well, but I didn't. But I want to have dinner. I go, well, great, eat up.
Oh, so then she's left to her own devices.
Then she's all mad about it
because she's responsible.
But I think that happens in a lot. I heard arguments this weekend all over the place about someone. Oh, let's order pizza. We already had pizza. Oh, why do you want to get pizza? It's easy, And then it's like, but I don't want that. So go get what you want. But everyone's trying to be good by compromising.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's what they say is the strength of a relationship is your ability to listen to one another and compromise.
But here's the thing, Allie. If you're in the category of food, if you are craving something you really want, and your wife wants something else completely, and you guys compromise on the third option that neither of you are happy about. Yes, you've compromised, but now you're sitting there and both of you are going, this isn't really what I want.
Yeah, but we would compromise for one or the other. We wouldn't just choose a middle ground.
Oh, you wouldn't? No. I guess we're getting pho.
Yeah.
No one's happy. Great. Well,
no, that has happened before where when my wife wants pho, that is what she wants, and I don't want it.
Right.
And so I'll get my own food and she'll order pho, and it's far away. She has to go pick it up.
And then that's where
they
you put
don't
your
deliver
foot down.
that place. Yeah,
right.
She's got to drag her ass over there and get herself some fun. If that's what she wants,
this is
go
why
get it.
This is why that's why you're listening to two people that are technically off the market. Because we're catches.
We're taken.
So get ready for that. In a moment, we're going to talk about Don't Be a Dick as we save society. The category this week is rich people. Now, it's very easy to get jealous about rich people for certain things. Oh, they've got all the money.
Got all the money to buy expensive tickets.
But there are certain types of rich people that I think we need to get rid of once and for all. It's Don't Be a Dick. Rich people will take your open nominees at 800-520-1067, and we will save society together after Korn on KROQ.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ Klein Alley Show. If you know a really rich person, maybe a relative or a sibling that was way more successful than you, or a friend of yours that smoked way more weed than you in college but somehow went on to invent something that then sold for millions of dollars, you can only imagine, you hope that they're a good type of rich person. There are good rich people out there, I would imagine. It's very easy to hate the rich because you go, oh, man, they don't know what it's like to struggle. But then there are the types of rich people that I think we should talk about in this edition of Don't Be a Dick.
Don't be a dick.
800-520-1067. You can text, you can call, you can nominate, and we kick things off in this room, and then we go to the phones and the text line for this round of Don't Be a Dick Rich People. Allie, first nominee.
Well, there's one that I would like to nominate for sure, and it's somebody that I encounter almost every single day on my way home, and that is the rich person who has a very nice car that can go very, very fast, but they proceed to drive 20 miles under the speed limit.
Wow.
And they decide to just coast along, even though they have a car that can go 200 miles an hour.
And they wouldn't care if they got a ticket. Like, if they got a ticket, most people get a ticket like that. You're like, oh, it's going to make my insurance more expensive. That's going to be expensive to even deal with the ticket. And they've got
I'll just
enough.
Put it in the glove box with all my other tickets.
Right. I have a $250,000 supercar, but I don't want to put this thing above 40.
Yeah, but it's like, if you have a nice car, drive it.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Why am I stuck behind this super nice Mercedes or Ferrari, whatever it is, and you can't at least drive the speed limit? What's the point of buying a nice car?
And I understand if you have one of those really, really, really nice cars where you're like, I don't want anything to happen to it, but then what's the point? Then might as well just put it in your living room and look at it.
You might as well just be driving a Celica.
It's a good nominee right there. Don't be a dick. 800-520-1067.
818 wanted to nominate the rich people that go to sporting events just as a flex. They don't care who's playing.
And that was a lot of the conversation that was happening, not only around World Cup stuff, because those tickets are not cheap, but also all the things you saw courtside at the Knicks games, where you go, of course, there were the fans that have been there for the many years the team sucked. There's that great image that's been going around now that talked about Spike Lee, and it said day one, ONE, when he was first started going to these Knicks games back in like the 70s, and he was sitting there watching them suck. And then it was day one, WON, and it was him modern day watching them win everything.
Nice.
He had the same non-smile, but still, it was interesting to talk about the people that would get these seats, these expensive tickets, and they were, for the most part, going to very, very wealthy people, businesses, et cetera. And you go, are they even fans, or are they there just so they can post it on Instagram that they were there?
Yeah, another nominee is the rich people who get perks, like being invited to a game like that and not even having to pay. Like, didn't your brother-in-law get invited and then he left early? Like, if you get a perk like that and you don't even appreciate it?
Right. Oh, I think he was excited, but once again, if you have an unexpected perk that you weren't planning on getting, and then you get, hey, by the way, and usually it's because other people fell through or more important people couldn't go. So they're like, yeah, I got an extra ticket if you want it. So then you go, I got to rearrange everything to try to make it happen. But yes, to think that ticket in the right hands of the right person would be
a true fan or somebody who couldn't afford it if they wanted to.
I will oftentimes, and this is the most frustrating conversation to have with one of my friends who is very, very, very wealthy, is whenever there's any conversation about travel anywhere, I will talk about when flights leave, like a normal person. Like there's an 8:30 out of LAX, or I could maybe get on the the 12:30 out of Burbank, and he goes, "Oh, my plane leaves whenever I need it to leave."
Oh,
and you go, "Wait." Like there's no.
Let's make sure we're arriving at the same time. I will arrive when I want to.
Right. like we're having different conversations about the same thing. It's like, oh, wait a minute, the plane just goes and as you choose. You'll get on the plane whenever you want it to go, and the pilot will meet, because I have to go through security, you see, and then I got to get on the plane with every other sucker.
I don't have pre-check.
Right, right. So it's like
what is this pre-check you talking
about? They forget about just like the way that the normal society works, because if you get to a certain point, you forget that most people have to go through an airport.
Yes, I know, and that's why you lose touch with reality, and then you just say things like that, like it's normal. 714 wanted to nominate the people who are rich because they don't have kids, and then flaunt their no kids. And say it's amazing that they have no kids and take all the pictures of their vacations.
Hey, Rocio on KROQ. Hi, is this what you're calling about?
Yep, that's me.
Yeah, the no kid rich people. It seems like anyone who has no kids just is instantly richer because they have no. Well, not Jake's the one outlier of that. But yes, there is something about the no kids money flex, right? We have all this additional money because we don't have to pay for camp this summer.
Totally.
So Luna just had a recital, and we just signed another contract for next year's dance competition, and I'm running probably like $15,000 for next year.
Oh my God!
It's I don't know what the cost of doing stuff to have. That's what I used to say. I used to think flexes meant like nice cars and nice watches. I realized that flexes now just mean more kids.
909
more kids.
That's true. 909 wanted to nominate the people who are rich because they still live at home with their parents and don't have any responsibilities.
Oh yeah.
It's another the rich privileged people. 714 wanted to nominate rich people who are bad tippers.
Oh, that's a great nominee. Yeah, because you think to yourself, and especially I'm sure the waiter or waitress thinks, this person's coming in here, they're probably going to give me at least standard, at least 10 or 15, at least 15%, 20% on an actual like sit down meal. But I'm saying if you're like a barista, and then sometimes they like to skip screen more than us.
And if you're that rich, come on, just throw people a buck here and there. Another one that I'd like to nominate is rich people who go to fancy parties and then don't eat any of all the free food. I remember when I was catering events for all these rich people, and the buffets would just sit there untouched all night. I'm like, what are we doing here? We're just wasting food. This is all a formality. We're making this food and setting it out here, and your flex is that you're not going to eat it.
But that's the mentality, right? You go into it and you go, oh, this is free. I'm going to eat all of it, even if you're not hungry. And a rich person goes, I guess if I want this, I'll just buy it later.
Right. So I don't feel the need to eat any of it. Or no, I'm not hungry. Or no, I couldn't possibly. I'm like, well, why am I passing these damn hors d'oeuvres then?
Yeah, sometimes.
What is this?
Allie just walks around with a tray that she's.
I'm not going to eat another platter of these. I already ate it behind the curtain.
Yeah, didn't you say you used to walk around around and try to not let people grab your hors d'oeuvres? Because if you did a whole pass and no one ate it, you would go in the back and shovel them in your mouth.
We had such a good appetizer. It was a prosciutto chip. So they made chips out of prosciutto, and then they would put an apple relish on it, and then manchego cheese. It was like this little thing, and I would pass them out until I had 3 left, and then I would run
and eat them yourself.
And I would go behind the curtain, and I would eat the rest of them. Then I get a new platter.
Just imagine Allie in a little tuxedo, shuffling little appetizers in her mouth, hoping that the people at the party don't take them so that she can eat.
Oh my God! Then people would be reaching out their hands. I'd be like, "No,
Mark,
my prosciutto chips."
Welcome to Don't Be a Dick, Rich People on KROQ High.
Oh, yeah, good morning. For my Rich People Don't Be a D edition, I have rich people who are out of touch with regular stuff like groceries for like $12 for a gallon of milk is regular.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because if you don't do the grocery shopping, you have no idea what anything
things
costs.
cost.
But
your fridge is just full all the time.
Right.
You didn't have to do anything to keep it that way.
no concept.
That's insane.
How about the rich jerks that park like assholes? That's a great one from 818. And that is where it's usually a nice car situation where they don't want anyone to ding their door, so they do this thing where they kind of put themselves in the middle of two spots.
Yeah, they think their car is more valuable
it's
than
a
yours.
great nominee right there.
818 wanted to nominate the rich people who tip well but treat the management like crap. That's a totally different category of rich person who's like, I'm going to tip you well, but I'm going to be a total a-hole the entire time.
There's so many good nominees here. We should save society by eliminating all of these people. Sadly, we don't have time for all of that right now. I was supposed to play this Evanescence song, but we'll have to do that after the break because we have trips to give you this week to go see Evanescence and tickets coming up again at noon today and tomorrow morning right around 9 a.m. sharp. We got to take a quick break. We're back with more show after this.
Klein Alley Show, just like a day at the beach.
Keep out sewage and chemical contaminated water.
Klein Alley Show, mornings on KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. If you need us, the phones, the text line, all the same as last week, 800-520-1067, because we're still in a post-Rip Bowley world, sadly. So you can get involved with us lots of ways, including Instagram, YouTube, all things Klein Alley Show. We'll get into your news in a moment, but first, this guy had to get something off his chest.
Klein and Alley, I just have one thing to say. Eggs.
That's right. A lot of people just want to say eggs.
Eggs.
But no one will say it quite like the OG egg.
Well, eggs.
There it is.
Breakfast is the most important meal, everyone.
Most important.
Get in your eggs.
Walking through a grocery store this weekend, looking at the egg section, just laughing to myself. People must think I was...
Should I buy these eggs or these eggs?
People probably thought I was deranged. Just looking and laughing at the word eggs.
Cage-free eggs!
I couldn't decide. Like brown eggs or white eggs.
Or egg whites.
Just constantly in my head. Who knew Vanessa has the ability to take one word, one tiny little three-letter word, and make it bring so much joy to so many people. Enjoy your eggs this morning, and it's your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
There was a ton of stuff happening this weekend. You had the Knicks winning the NBA championship. It was also Trump's 80th birthday party. So you had motorcycles flying across the White House lawn and a bunch of UFC fights. And then you had the World Cup games, which of course continue today. Yesterday, the Iranian soccer team got here in Southern California. They're playing New Zealand today at SoFi, though it does say LA Stadium everywhere because SoFi doesn't sponsor the event. It really confused me at first.
I was so confused.
I was like, where is LA Stadium?
I know. They were doing the commentary, and they kept referring. I'm like, these dumb idiots don't even know where they are.
I know.
LA Stadium.
Because a lot of the major stadiums aren't, like Levi's Stadium, all these other stadiums they're not sponsoring the event. So they're like covering up the logos and they're making sure they don't say SoFi.
That's why they're doing that.
Yeah, because I was so confused. I was like, I don't know where this venue is. And I was like, just say SoFi,
but if
please.
you spend all the money to put your name on, get the naming rights for a venue, I thought that you get all events at that venue or under your name. I mean, we're still all saying it to each other. You're going to the game at SoFi later.
Yeah, but I guess the FIFA World Cup is different for some reason. You have to sponsor the World Cup for them to specifically call out your name. Anyway, a lot of protesters have been following the Iranian soccer team pretty much everywhere they go, and I feel bad because they're just there to play soccer. They're not controlling the Strait of Hormuz. But what something else that happened over the weekend, this didn't happen in America, but there's a World Cup mascots that were used to make a drug bust in Peru.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, there's this big drug dealer in Peru that they were trying to take down, and they knew that he was a huge football fan, because if you know anybody that is a big football fan, you've discovered them by now. They're obsessed with the World Cup. So they used the mascots to walk up to the drug lord safely, because he was like, "Whoa, what's up, the mascots?"
Welcome.
And then they were like, "You're under arrest," and they were able to grab him without incident just because they were dressed up like World Cup mascots. So they really can do wonders.
I've said this before, but in the human world, if you carry a clipboard and look annoyed, you can get almost anywhere. But also, if you dress like a mascot, very few people will ever stand in the way of mascots.
I know, it's really true. They can probably get in anywhere.
Just walk into places and people just assume you belong there.
I'm surprised more people don't dress as mascots to rob houses in L.A.
Yeah, or just to walk into Disneyland and be like, "I'm Mickey. I work here." All right, get in here, you.
You take my TV.
Where you been?
There was also a tragedy over the weekend, a horrible accident involving Oliver Tree, a one-of-a-kind artist. He collabed with tons of other artists that you've heard of, including Blink-182, Lil Yachty, Boy With You, many, many more. He was most known for his song Miss You, which came out about 5 years ago. He was only 32 years old, and he died in a helicopter crash in Brazil yesterday morning. His helicopter collided with another one over Rio de Janeiro. It killed all 6 people that were in both helicopters, and then one of the helicopters then crashed into a car dealership full of electric cars, which then ignited another fire, and they had to put that out. He was in town performing. He had performed in Buenos Aires earlier in the month, and he had put out some videos on Instagram where he was playing soccer in a Brazilian neighborhood. So he was there capturing content. He was always creating content, and I guess this was kind of World Cup related, but also just, stuff that he was doing always.
I sadly did not know Oliver Tree on any sort of a personal level, so I will not be able to give any sort of a touching tribute, as we're known for here at KROQ. I do remember a few years back when he was riding one of those Lime scooters through the halls here with Megan Holiday, and he ran over my foot. But it was all part of, I guess, the video they shot, which I finally saw. I didn't even watch it until yesterday, and I saw that at some point he got into a big fight with Uncle Scott in the halls. But it was intentional.
It's a man you don't fight with,
right? Because
he's got the tickets.
Oliver Tree was a guy that is just trying to be weird and fun, and everyone calls one of one. I mean, they always say that when someone dies. Oh, they were one of one. A lot of people are not one of one, but
but it seemed like he truly was, because everyone I've asked about, they couldn't even really describe him.
Yeah,
he was kind of an everything.
Yeah, we'll get into today's show with his song "Life Goes On," which is ironically fitting because this was the one that we were playing on KROQ for a bit, and it is interesting to hear it under the context of him sadly losing his life at the age of 32 this weekend.
Yes. Very sad. So why don't we get that
Let's
on?
do that. Here we go. Hold on. I got it. It's queued up and ready to go. Oh, what a tribute. We were almost perfect until I hit the wrong
I really
button.
thought that you were about to play it. I was like, what are we doing?
All right, Oliver Tree on KROQ right now. We will get into a brand new hour of the show. Next, Life Goes On KROQ.
6.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles. This is the world famous KROQ.
So it's 10 o'clock on a Monday. Good morning. Welcome to KROQ. If you're waiting to win something, come to the right place at the exact wrong time. But we do have chances all week long for you to go see Evanescence in Montreal. It's part of KROQ's Road Trip USA. Destination 4 was just announced. Earlier this morning, we got to give that trip away to go see Sublime in Virginia Beach. Went to a nice listener, Huntington Beach, won that trip. So you could be next, and you'll have a chance again at noon today, then at 3 and at 6. And we'll do that all week long. If you are a dad-to-be, or just have a dad in your lives you'd like to celebrate for Father's Day, we've got giant TVs and giant meat will be given away as all part of our Father of All giveaways happening all week as well.
Another prize is TBD.
That's the other prize, TBJD, which we can't talk about on the air, but apparently it's happening, and it will be the greatest giveaway we've ever done on KROQ.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Cool. Can't wait for that.
It's definitely 5,000 times better than what we did for Mother's Day.
Oh.
Which was nothing.
No competition there. So anyway, this hour, lots to get into.
You know what else we should do this week is the Father's Day joke remix.
Yeah, that's right. Those cards. You think
oh my God, the dad joke
cards
worst.
are maybe the worst of the worst. So we'll get into that later this week as well.
If your dad doesn't golf, there are no card options.
No,
or grill.
Grill, fish,
Fishing,
tools.
grilling, golfing.
As a
tools.
guy who grew up with a father that had zero hobbies, I just ended up going to the blank card section. I think I just ended up getting him thank you cards, like generic thank you cards, and just wrote thank you, and I just wrote in there for being my dad.
Feliz cumpleaños.
That's what I could get him. I mean, at least there was something on there. All those ones with hobbies were just not him.
It's so true.
We'll get into that later this week. This hour on the show, Allie was at the aquarium this weekend, and I think that we've made some change for the good, but she will confirm whether or not.
Well, the aquarium that I went to, the Long Beach Aquarium, it's a great place, especially to kill time on a Saturday. I happened to go when the AC was just breaking down, which is terrible.
No. Hot weekend, too.
When you went, I believe you had a bad experience in the lorikeet habitat.
The bird.
And I also had a bad experience in the lorikeet habitat. I think they changed the rules based on you.
They put a new warning sign up there because I accidentally stepped on a bird.
Not even a new sign. It's part of their little spiel before they let you in.
Hey, look, we made change for the better, and I think that we've probably saved a lot of birds' lives in the process, so we'll get to that coming up this hour. And the Bud Light Bros released a new video. This time they've gone over what they believe are the best cereals, the power cereal ranking, because they didn't like our statement on the radio last week that Lucky Charms is the GOAT cereal. So they felt the need to clap back with a list of their own. Omar spent a lot of time this weekend going through the audio.
Was it a proper clapback?
It's not really a clapback. They're just kind of like, voicing their opinions.
And are they intoxicated during this list?
Oh, what do you think?
Yeah, so we'll get to that coming up later this hour. It's all happening on KROQ. Good morning.
KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Mornings on KROQ. KROQ. Yeah! KROQ.
KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show.
What's the matter? What? What's the matter? What's the matter?
We have a long history of relationships with birds on the show. If you
None
remember.
of them positive.
No, they've all been bad. In fact, we got a hate email. We talked about that bird that went missing in Long Beach, and the guy that I guess his bird went missing has sent me a very, very angry email to us about the way that we covered that story, Allie.
I've got it.
And here it is, right here. And then Allie will talk about how she thinks that she may have. We've done some good. I just want to point this out for all the people that think we don't like birds. We've done some good for birds over the years.
Like what?
Well, the thing that happened at the Long Beach Aquarium. That was our doing.
Well, the fact that you crushed a bird.
I didn't crush the bird. They said the bird was always limping. It was always on the ground
But didn't
limping.
you step on it?
I thought I did. And they said the bird was always limping. I didn't give it the limp, but then they would change their little they would change the sign because they always say, look up, the birds are coming, look up. And I said, how about a little something that says look down too? And they added that to the sign, look up and down.
And they said head on a swivel.
Head on a swivel. That's what they say now because of what happened. This guy wrote us a message for Harley the parrot. He writes, it was just to me, Klein. This is the emotional problem owner of Harley.
This is the parakeet who was stolen.
Yes.
Was it a parakeet or a parrot?
Oh, this was a parrot.
I'm glad my pain and suffering brought you a few laughs. However, this shows a lot about you. A person who only cares about themselves. You're probably a single man who spends a lot of time alone, and I feel bad for you.
That's me.
I can't wait for. Yeah, you meant to send this to Jake. I can't wait for the day you lose something of value to yourself. Respectively, Randy. Now, I did write.
Respectively. What a weird way to sign that.
I did write back and
Good
said,
day, sir.
I do remember talking about the story last week. I believe we talked about the bird went missing, and there was a lot of conversation on the show about the type of people that keep birds in a cage. You can't really
the people
play
that
with them.
keep birds for a long time, right?
And bird people didn't like that
and
at
bird
all.
people,
and
yeah.
they got really mad that we put them in a weird category. We also mentioned many times if you could help track this guy's bird down, it would be a big deal because this bird is apparently a bit of a local celebrity as well.
Yeah, there were people that texted in and said they know this bird. They know this neighborhood, and this bird's famous.
We tried to get the word out about Harley the parrot, but obviously he didn't hear that part of the show. He just heard the part where someone, and I don't believe it was me, but I think it was you, but whatever, called him who called him the emotional problem? I don't think that's the words I would use.
Well, he wrote to you. He didn't write to me.
Well, go over the audio.
Well, I'm going to crumble up his email. Okay.
I'm going to file this.
I didn't get a message from him.
I'm going to go throw this on the beach so a pigeon can eat it.
No, I had my own run-in with a bird. So we went to the Long Beach Aquarium, and when we got there and started going through the exhibits, I started going, God, it is hot in here, and it must be me because I'm pregnant and I'm overheating or whatever. Then I start noticing that everyone else is trying to fan themselves with their little, pamphlet that they got when they walked in, and everyone was hot as hell. I finally asked somebody, I said, what's going on? And they said, sorry, our AC is broken. Could be broken for the whole summer.
What?
And I was like, yikes.
What are they going to do in the penguin exhibit?
Well, and talk about the worst place to be where the AC is broken. You're in tiny tunnels and hallways with a lot of people. And it gets musty in there quick. So everybody was going to the outside area just to get a little more air from a little space from each other, and to go to all the touch tanks, because that's how everyone was deciding to keep cool.
Didn't you get in trouble one time at the touch tanks because you used too many fingers
I stressed out some of the stingrays.
Yeah, Allie tried to fist a stingray or something.
I didn't try to fist it.
Force a habit. And
I did the 2-finger touch, and it lifted its little flap, and I accidentally touched its belly, and then it shot around, and I guess they got stressed, and they all started swimming really fast, and then they made all the kids
they shut down the tank. Because Allie, this lesbian doesn't have good finger etiquette.
Look, everybody had their hands in all of those touch tanks just because they liked the cold water. Okay, that was everybody's method for staying cool. But the other thing everyone was doing was going over to the little aviary because it was shaded, and because that was probably the coolest place in the entire aquarium. So if you've ever been there, you go over to this little hut on the side, and you can spend $5 on a tiny little cup of like bird food. They call it nectar. It's like this little liquid. And once you spend $5 on that tiny little cup, you go in, it's an enclosed area, and there's like 80 different, well, it's all the same bird.
They all flock to you.
Yeah, there's a bunch of lorikeets in there, and they're all supposed to perch on your little fingers and eat the out of the cup and everything. It's supposed to be this nice moment for you and your kids. Now, when we got there, it was late in the day, and the woman was already pulling the cooler down, as if you're tilting it. They were running low. There were about 4 or 5 people ahead of me, and I'm counting the little cups that she's making, because if you're not going in there with any lorikeet nectar, then you might as well just breeze by. None of the birds are interested in you if you don't have any food.
But I'm also surprised that you, as El Cheapo, would pay for what you would consider to be an upcharge, which is I would think your tactic would be just stand near someone else that paid for the nectar.
Well, once I got in there, somebody set their half cup down, and I decided to take their half cup.
And they probably went right back for it. Wait, what? That's the woman who shut down the stingrays last year. She stole my nectar.
Back. So the person at the front of the line asks for one. I see that there's 3 left after that. Then the guy in front of me, she goes, "How many do you want?" He says, "I want 2. I was like, dude, this douche gets 2?
And 2 nectars.
When he knows that there's a limited supply here, guy gets 2 nectars?
Probably had 2 kids, wanted them both to get some nectar.
There's only 1 kid, Klein.
So you think he wanted his own nectar?
He wanted his own nectar. So then it's not my turn in line. I said, I will take 1, and she goes, "Here you go." All right, everybody, that's all the nectar we have. We are closed for the day. So if you want to go through, you have to go in without any nectar. And I thought, whoa, I am winning here.
With the last cup of nectar.
I got the last cup of nectar, and it's extra nectary because it's the bottom of the barrel.
Everyone knows.
Everyone knows.
Bottom of the Kool-Aid's the best.
But, if you've also been there, you know that they have a little sign showing you if the lorikeets are hungry or less hungry. And there was a big less hungry sign on there.
Yeah, because they've been getting fed all day. If you got the tail end of the nectar, they've been drinking freebase nectar for the last 9 hours.
Yeah, but the woman said, at the end of the day, the last cups are the ones that go real fast because they know that that's going to be their last eaten.
Oh, for the day.
Yeah, so there's like one last burst of them being real excited. So I go in there, I meet Katie and my kid, and I'm like, guys, I got the last nectar cup, okay? I am the winner here. Let's, proceed to get all the birds on our side. So we go over.
This is just a mean text for no reason. Klein puts the neck in nectar.
Oh,
that's unnecessary. Thank you, sir, for adding to the story.
No nectar.
Thank you. 310.
So I go over to one area where there's a bunch of them, and I put my little hand up because you're supposed to hold the cup of nectar up to them, and that's when they jump on you.
Right.
It proceeds to grab the nectar out of my hand, tip it upside down, and then crap on me and fly away. And now I have no nectar. And the last cup of nectar that I bought for $5.
Wait, these birds are so little. You're saying the little tiny bird
took it with its little foot.
Was able to overpower you, a grown-ass woman?
It took it out of my hand.
Yeah, they're animals. Of course that's what they're doing. It's their food.
Dude, it was supposed to just dip its beak in there. It took it with its little foot, and it turned it upside down and then crapped in my face and flew away.
So it spilled the nectar on you and crapped on you?
Yes.
At the same time?
And it, projectile crapped.
That's unbelievable.
From the little stick that it was sitting on, it crapped at an angle onto my shirt and then flew away.
That's so funny. Your wife must have thought it was
and
the
then
greatest
all
thing
the
ever.
nectar was just on the ground, and all the lorikeets started eating it and everything, and everyone
floor
else has
nectar.
walked it. Yes, exactly. They want the floor nectar. They don't want to take it out of the dumb people's hands.
Right.
So now I'm just sitting there like an idiot in the lorikeet forest.
Well-
so that's why I took the little half cup of nectar.
So you stole someone else's nectar too?
Well, because they were done. They had gotten what they needed. They got their little Instagram picture and they moved on.
Here's what we've learned about this place, though, because now we've had they're probably going to add to their sign now. Please, I know you listen. I know someone from there listens to the show. Add to the sign that already says "Keep your head on a swivel." I know we've already made you change the sign once. Add, and also sometimes the birds are stronger than lesbians, and grip your cup tightly.
Dude, I didn't know they grab the nectar with their feet.
Yeah, they'll get it late in the day. That's like happy hour for them. They got to get like they said.
Dude,
They got to get going.
Drunk on all the nectar they've been having over the last 3 hours. They're belligerent.
Big loss for Allie. Big win for comedy. Can we get surveillance footage of that? People asking.
God, I don't know.
We got.
I would imagine that it's under surveillance, right?
They have to have it. We got to take a quick break. We're back in a moment. Omar will break down the Bud Light Bros' latest viral video ranking the top cereals in the world. If you think that you are a Team Captain Crunch or a Team Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or in our case, Team Lucky Charms, you will want to hear what the Bud Light Bros have to say after this.
KROQ Road Trip USA 2026. Your favorite KROQ bands all across America.
Stop number 4. Hitch a ride across the border.
Hey, it's Amy from Evanescence. Brush up on your French, grab some poutine, and see us live in Montreal.
It is an honor to be here with you tonight.
Qualify all week and win tickets to see us at the Kia Forum July 18th with Spirit Box and Nova Twins.
How you doing, Los Angeles?
And you'll get the chance to see him again in Montreal.
KROQ Road Trip USA Stop 4. Cross the border to Canada to see Evanescence in Montreal.
We love you guys. Thanks for having us.
Courtesy of Live Nation.
KROQ, your Klein Alley show. Cereal, I believe, is one of the greatest inventions in the history of our world. It's wasted on the children. So I feel like not enough adults are eating cereal. I'm all about normalizing cereal consumption by adults. I also think cereal is a great dessert. I don't know why it has been just put there in the old breakfast category, which was part of the inspiration for BF Thursday, is that you can eat breakfast anytime. And big bowl of cereal, great way to wrap up a meal, I think. Should be offered in more restaurants.
Yeah, it should bookend the day.
I agree.
Start the day and finish the day with some cereal.
But, we talked about how Allie got the joy of feeding her kid Lucky Charms for the first time, and it tore the house apart. And there is something about that cereal. It's magically delicious, but also that's the magic in it, that it will tear your family apart. There's the ta-da.
I do have a half full Lucky Charm box that has no marshmallows in it.
Yeah.
And that'll just sit and get stale in my cabinet for a while.
But this conversation on the air, of course, inspired the Bud Light Bros. And at the very least, if we can't put on a great radio show every day, we hope to inspire other people to take some of the dumb things we say and run with it. And the Bud Light Bros, I guess, released another one of their YouTube videos. They've broken down the best chain restaurant bars. Omar, I don't even remember.
They've done like the top 5 grilling foods.
Rom-coms?
Yeah, top 5 wrestlers of all time.
They did rom-coms?
Yeah.
Did they really?
They did one on rom-coms.
Pretty woman. Allie's a pretty woman.
They've
10
even
things
done
I hate about you.
Top 5 off-brand sodas.
Oh, yeah, off-brand
sodas. There's like a bunch of stuff they do. They're pretty consistent. They release a video probably, I'm going to say, on average, every week and a half.
Right, and I know that they're not necessarily at Mr. Beast levels just yet, but I think they're heading in that general direction, and it all started right here. It's funny because they host a lot of these videos shirtless in their kitchen.
All of them.
All you can see is there's a Klein Alley Show tattoos that they probably regretfully put on their necks and torsos. But regardless, neck and where did he put his other? Oh, it's on his chest.
Neck and chest. Yeah.
So it's time now. Omar went through this. How long was this one? Because I know you watched all of it.
So this one was about close to around 27 minutes.
Oh my
almost 30
God.
minutes. Yeah. So it was a lot of stuff to go through. And what they also do is that they put down about maybe, I'm going to say 10 to 15 beers while they're recording this.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
You counted?
I didn't count, but I mean that's the vibe. I mean they're constantly just popping cans. It's crazy.
Yeah, they don't
drink.
sip a beer. Like for them to sip a beer is to finish a beer. So they, like normal people would sip, conversation continues. They just finish it and then they open another one.
Yeah,
it's remarkable.
Crazy.
So you think in one video in 27 minutes between the two of them they're drinking 10 beers?
Oh,
no, each.
Oh, each.
Yeah, totally.
They finish off with those cubes. I think that's how they know the episode's over. They finished off their cubes.
And one of the strangest, we got to ask them, one of the strangest things that I always am bewildered by is that one of them is a can guy and then one of them is a bottle guy.
What?
It's really bizarre, yeah.
That's probably how they probably. I imagine they probably got in a lot of fistfights over who drank whose
you're right.
beer.
Maybe that's how they keep track.
And rather than one of them change brands because they're so brand loyal, they're like, okay, you go bottle.
Well, one of them's going to win in a fight, that's for sure.
And the recycling is kind of mixed, you know. If you have all bottles too heavy, all cans.
But yeah, so last week we were talking about Lucky Charms, and they took umbrage to you guys saying that Lucky Charms was the best. You know?
Me too.
So they decided to lock down, go through their top 10, and Lucky Charms didn't even make their list, and so that was pretty insane.
The list is flawed. If they're coming up with 10 cereals and Lucky Charms isn't on the list, your list is sorry,
flawed.
Bud Light Bros, flawed.
Yeah,
don't
so
give me
I'm
it
not
is
gonna,
what it is. But
I'm not going to run down the entire list, but I'm going to play some highlights from their video. And before they started their countdown, they wanted to let everybody know that they're kind of like let down with the new recipes because, back in the day, Red Dye number 40 and, corn fructose was all the rage, and they don't like the way the new flavors of the cereals are.
Hey, y'all sissified everything. That's what made food good back in the day. Exactly. And they'd be like, it causes cancer, it causes... Guess, newsflash, everything causes cancer. Yeah. Everything causes disease. And back in the day, that's what made children strong. Mm-hmm. That's what made children resistant. That's why we so big. Yeah, we're so freaking jacked. Yeah. We're fat food.
I was like, jacked is an interesting term.
So they're pretty self-aware, pretty funny. I mean, I do find their videos very entertaining.
Hey, Omar, this is early in the video before they're even that drunk, right?
Yeah, this is probably in minute 3 or something like that. Yeah, this is like minute 3. Right. And another clip before they get into a little countdown. They're kind of just, being a little bit nostalgic about when they used to eat cereal as a kid.
All we did was read the box. So they had little games and stuff, and a little the little thing where you grab a pen and you find a pathway out of the maze. The maze. Words, guys, words. I don't know, but
you found a little pen.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
You couldn't come up with the word maze.
Little pathway. Confusing hallways that go to nowhere.
So as the video goes on, they go through their list. Number 10 was Corn Pops, 9 Cocoa Krispies, and number 8 was Crave. At number 7, they have Oreo-O's, and throughout the entire list, they have problems with each kind of cereal.
That they're nominating?
Exactly, right. But it's not...
this is their list. What do you mean they got problems with it?
They have problems like this.
It was super crunchy, and I didn't like them because they would hurt. They would hurt the roof of my mouth, and at the end of it, I'd be like, "God damn, my gums are bleeding." And I was saying, he got a soft mouth. He got soft gums.
Got a soft mouth.
Everyone knows.
How are these
got
guys?
A soft mouth.
How are the Bud Light Bros not household names at this point?
I don't know, man. It's insane.
So there are. Listen, I agree with their point. Cereal seems unnecessarily rough on the roof of the mouth.
Well, that's why you have to mix it with the milk and let it sit for a minute or two.
Crunch berries, I think, are made with glass. I think shards of glass are the secret ingredients in crunch berries.
Those are so good. It's so worth it.
But they really will rip up your mouth.
Dude, Apple Jacks, king of that.
Oh, they were the sharpest.
Yeah, for sure. At number 6, they ranked Reese's Puffs, which is a great cereal. But here's their issue with Reese's Puffs.
The only thing I didn't like was the stupid jingle and the commercial, because they had, what this one was doing, some little bootleg-ass little Bow Wow wannabe rapping, this little jingle and stuff. I'm like, I don't need you to rap this to try to sell me these
You
tricks.
like the jingle?
No.
Reese's Puff.
I was like, man, this sounds ridiculous.
Reese's Puffs.
I'm looking for another R word, but of course you can't use it nowadays. Everything been sissified. But I was just like, man, this kid's ridiculous.
So that was their issue with Reese's
Nothing
Puffs.
wrong with the
little
cereal.
Bow Wow wannabe.
They didn't like the commercial.
Right. Exactly.
It's interesting that they included all things in their ranking, the power ranking of the top cereals. And so far, I have to say,
These are all very off-brand to
every
me.
single one of these is like they haven't gone. Obviously, they're saving probably the big ones for the top 5 of their list. But it seems like in that bottom 5, not that any of those are bad. Crave made their top 10. That's
I
crazy.
don't even know what is
10,
Crave.
yeah.
I don't even think I've
I think
ever.
it's full of like there's a chocolate in the middle or something.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
There's
At
something.
number 5.
I've never had it, but I've seen
And
it.
Corn Pops?
Yeah,
That
Corn
was on their
Pops.
list?
Yeah, that was number 10.
garbage.
one.
Yeah. At number 5, they came in with Trix. And
I like
I
Trix.
love Trix. Yeah, but here's their issue with Trix.
The only thing I hated about Trix was the commercials. Where, the little silly rabbit, I don't even know if he had a name or anything.
Tricks are for kids.
Yeah, I'd always, I'd watch the commercials and I'm eating my Trix and I'd be like, hey, Rabbit, come on, man, I'll give you a little fix. It's like, I grew up with alcoholic uncles. And they would tell me on Sunday mornings, like, hey, nephew, go to the fridge and give me a beer. I need my little fix, So I could relate to...
Here's a little cereal fiend.
Yeah, I could relate to the rabbits. It's like...
I can relate to the rabbits. So the one thing you're upset about is the thing you can relate to
Well, the
about
rabbit
the commercials.
got an addiction, and no one wants to help him with his addiction. And these guys are sitting there burping while they're trying to. I mean, it's just disgusting.
So they're just mad that no one will help out the rabbit and share the cereal.
Omar, was that? Because I haven't seen this yet. Is that both of them burping? Or are they taking turns?
Oh, no, that's both of them, dude.
Oh, it's both
Yeah.
of
And
them.
like I said, man, it is nonstop. They finish one, they crack open another one. It's crazy to see.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. At number 2, they rated Cinnamon Toast Crunch as their number 2. And this is one of the Bud Light bros describing Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
It was just cinnamon, sugar, those little whatever...
Squares.
Yeah, the squares. Words, guys. Oh, my God.
You don't know shapes?
I don't know shapes. I don't know sizes. What's going on? My cones and rides are all messed up.
Oh, my God.
What did he say? My what's messed up?
I'm not sure exactly what he said. He was drunk.
We don't know what's going on. Okay.
I don't speak Bud Light, bro.
Crohn's and Rye's are all messed up.
Oh.
I don't know what he's saying, but so it's funny that he cinnamon toast. The word was looking for toast. Those were supposed to be the toast pieces.
Yeah.
Yes.
He couldn't come up with that.
So this
They're
is their
little squares,
issue.
Klein.
Yeah, this is their issue with Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
And then they got rid of little fat chef, and then they just got the little carnivore.
They created little monsters of the Cinnamon Toast Crunch and created cannibalism.
Yeah,
It's like, what the hell is going on?
I said carnivores. Goddamn words.
What?
Yeah, cannibals. Oh, they
They got the little cannibal squares, and like they eat each other. Like, oh, it's so good. You'll eat each other. It's like we promoting cannibalism.
Exactly. What kind of
nowadays?
message are you sending to children?
What's going on?
These guys are so drunk.
happening?
At the beginning, you could kind of follow them a little bit. By the time they're now at their number 2 cereal, they're so drunk at this point that they're talking all over each other.
They should just start at number 1 and see how far they can get.
Yeah,
no kidding.
Yeah, they should not do the backwards counting for them.
No,
Because
for
that's
sure.
too
So
much
that was
stuff.
the last clip, and number 1 ranking, they ranked Fruity Pebbles as
Wow,
number 1.
interesting.
Interesting. There you
Fruity
have it.
Pebbles are great, but
Well, there you have it.
those ones get mushy real
Bud
fast.
Light Bros.
Yeah,
Breaking
funny
down.
stuff.
Always good. We'll put links up. They also did give us a nice shout out at the top of that video and said we inspired it. So, anyway, good work. Always happy to inspire others. Listen to this ridiculousness. It is Klein Alley Show on KROQ. We'll do your strokes now. Get into some takeaways. 800-520-1067. See if your takeaways make the cut next on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ Klein Alley Show comes to an end for now. Slugger will be in moments. Want to hop on that list? Go see that band right there, Evanescence. This time you'll be seeing them in Montreal. It's part of KROQ's Road Trip USA. Don't get caught up in the details, and don't remind me that Montreal's not in the USA, as a lot of people have done on the text line. It's close enough. So we will get you there, and you'll see Evanescence, including a show happening in July at the Forum. All you got to do is claim your trip, claim your tickets. Again, at noon, then 3, then 6. And we'll give that thing away a week from today right here on KROQ. All right, takeaways. What do we got?
818, my takeaway is America, land of the big beef.
Yeah, it's all about that big beef.
Big beef.
Yeah, that's right.
Big beef.
Get that
Big
lady
beef.
some big beef.
Big beef.
Yeah. Hey,
That's right. That's why we're all here. Just waiting, killing time till we get more big beef.
650, my takeaway is buying NA beer. It would be your biggest regret. 909, people are coming to the... I already read that one. A hooker in Hollywood is either a man or a cop undercover.
We did learn that during the round of Dad Advice. If you want another chance to win yourself or your father a 75-inch TCL TV soundbar and money to spend on all the meat or beer you could possibly handle, please listen again tomorrow as it's the Father of All Giveaways continues with day number 2 of more TVs to give.
208, my takeaway is if you want to be the coolest kid on the playground, grab a rattlesnake and turn it into a belt. 909, birds are stronger than lesbians.
Mm-hmm.
And 714, my takeaway is Klein is 53 out of 100 in love, just like all marriages.
That's right. You get a 53. I'll tell you another difference between saying married or divorced. You drop to below 49, it's time to call Splitsville. 53, hovering just above. Let's keep this thing going another year.
Yeah, and that Klein has autism.
I've got autism, which is
ADHD?
awesome. Oh, no, that's right. ADHD is what I was diagnosed as having today by a listener.
We can't remember.
What's your takeaway from today's show, Postmaster Johnny?
You can't fist a stingray.
Can't fish the stingray. Allie tried. Shut down that whole tank. Allie should not be allowed back with that aquarium ever again.
Not.
Vanessa, takeaway?
Everything causes cancer.
That's right. Thank you, Vanessa / Bud Light Bros, for that tip today on the show. What is your takeaway, Jake the Nerd?
He got the garbage on his head.
Guy's got garbage on his head.
Garbage on his head.
It's the greatest video ever. Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is walking your dog means you're volunteering.
Yeah, if you walk your dog, that counts as volunteering to your own family. Omar, takeaway?
My takeaway is that you never turn down a BJ, no matter who it's from.
That's good advice. We got to take ourselves a quick break. We're back tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy this.
Klein and Allie, it's just okay. Do-do-do. Klein and Allie, it's just okay.
Wow.
Klein and Allie, it's just okay. Just okay. Do-do-do.
Thank